The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
I always hit my mic when I fucking... I always hit my mic when I clap. I want to put it over here. Maybe over there. But I'm a quarter Italian, so I basically hand signal all the time every time I talk.
Bloody Americans.
Fucking American.
I'm a quarter Italian. I'm an eighth Scottish. I'm 15 1/8 fucking Spaniard.
I know we're just a bunch of mutts over here, okay? Let's be real.
Mongrels, I tell thee. Mongrels!
We are mongrels, but hey, the 25% Scottish in me is very happy. That Dankula dancing video was the greatest thing I saw on the internet yesterday and probably in weeks. That's fucking awesome.
I died laughing. And had to be
he almost did a cartwhile. It's like he almost. Hey, heavy guys can do cartwheels. John Belushi, it probably was the speedballs. You can't, dude. I can't. I can't do one,
dude. I can barely fucking roll.
No, I used to be able to stand on my hands. Haven't tried it in like 15 years.
Oh
Probably
yeah,
shouldn't.
I used to be able to stand on my hands. Yeah. 35 years ago. Never gonna get old, that one.
No, it's not. It's not, baby.
Never gonna get
Hey,
old.
Mahler slurpoed.
He did. In actual fact, there is I'm going to address the super chat immediately because we need to address
Slurpo gate.
And where the fuck? Oh yeah, I do that. That's it. We need to where is it? Boom. Take a 610 with the $5 says, can you guys clarify how it's spelled? Is it slurpo, schlurpo, or schlurpo?
Oh, I'm going to go with the C.
Need to know.
I'm going to go with the C just because it's ridiculous. We should put an E in there and maybe an umlaut too. Is there a place where we like Germans out there? Like is there a place we could properly? Yeah, it doesn't even have to be proper.
It's called Poland. Too soon?
No.
Too soon?
No.
Well, you see, this is
Poland's awesome now. I heard Poland's like freaking based in it.
Yeah.
And according what I saw from the Grand Tour, looks beautiful. Looks absolutely beautiful.
Well, this is why Mauler's not on this week. Mauler is actually suspended from the real BBC for a week. Yes. He's suspended without pay because during the whole Schlurpo incident, Mauler did actually refer to Schlurpo as Slurpo to begin with.
Oh, that's unforgivable. Now,
absolutely. I took him to one side in private. I screamed at him, apparently, because that's what I do. And I have suspended him for 1 week. So Mauler will return next week. Providing, of course, he writes the letter of apology that I have requested that he does. Not for me, for Gary, because Gary's the godfather of all. So as long as he does that,
I need a cat to pet. I think.
Mm.
Here's my ghost cat.
Well, my cat's currently rolling around on my carpet downstairs, my new rug downstairs.
I could get my Godfather 1/6 scale cat. Hang on, I can do that.
Oh, that's
yeah. There's a Godfather 1/6 scale cat. It looks like a dead cat. Hang on.
It probably would be. It's there. Look, there he is. He's allowed to be in the chat, but he's not allowed to be on the show. So I hope he's reading. So the correct spelling
on your fingers
is
yes,
is clearly the SCHLURPO, Schlurpo. Schlurpo, a Schlurpo story. T-shirts coming soon.
Okay.
T-shirts coming soon. But 15 Slurpos, I have it under good authority, could be equal to or less than, depending on inflation, a Schlurpo. I'm glad that we addressed that. I'm glad because we kind of got the ugliness out of the way early. You know, we got the ugliness out of the way. I don't like addressing drama because I just want to talk about toys. So it is what it is. Your favorite saying?
I hate that saying so much. Even I have to preface like a couple of times I've used it. I'm like, I really hate this, but my brain can't say "c'est la vie" or something. C'est la vie. It is what it is. Our backs are against the wall. We gave 110%. The key to winning the game is scoring more than the other team.
All right, Bill Belichick, calm down. Every Bill Belichick press conference ever,
We football players are here to play football, okay? Okay.
That's every sports person's interview
not
ever.
Lose games.
What was it like today winning? Well, the team came together and we worked as a unit and team play saw us through and, it was a good win and, we're really happy with the win. We need to build on it, and fingers crossed that we can take this into the next match.
That's right.
Every sports interview with a sports player ever. What's it like losing today? Well, it's disappointing. I thought we gave really good effort today. We really, worked hard as a team.
We need to go back, look at the tape, make our adjustments.
And, we'll come back stronger.
It's like they say the same shit for 40 years. And we ate it up. I ate it up. I'm like, I wonder what the coach is going to say this time. You
won 3-0 today. How did that feel? Terrible. Fucking awful. Wait, what?
Yep.
Yeah, we were dog shit. How on earth did we win today? We were terrible, man.
Occasionally you get somebody freaking out, but they were who we thought they were.
Well, that's usually a man getting angry that a man can't win a women's sport event.
Oh, I was gonna say that's a Gen Z date.
Yeah,
reaction. Actually, Gen Z might be waking up a little bit. There's a funny article from some stupid fashion gay magazine.
Wow, I'm so glad you said fashion then, because I thought that was going places.
Faction?
No, I thought you were going to say something else. So stupid.
Gamer word. Oh, yeah.
And everything went into slow motion for a second in my life. I
said it.
Sure.
I mean,
by the way,
where's the lie?
Mauler has announced it, so I can actually say, Mauler is actually making a Fallout video.
Making a Fallout video.
It's getting smashed out. So expect a Fallout video from Faller.
And he's got to get it out probably within the next week because nobody will be talking about Fallout by next week.
Nobody's talking about it now.
No, they're talking about playing the games over again. Like, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I bought Fallout 3 Game of the Year edition for £3.
Yeah, like I said, Rings of Power, one good thing it did is it brought a lot of people to the books. It brought a lot more people to the books. So I guess very expensive reverse advertising. It kind of works. A minute.
Where's the origin story of me?
It helped the Tolkien estate. That's what it did.
Well, that's
they are
just the
complaining.
problem, though. That's the problem. The Tolkien estate right now is not helping.
Tolkien estate is like third generation nepotism, hasn't worked a day in their fucking lives. They're all authors or activists or actors or whatever. That's what they are. Somebody needs to screen cap that. Simon Tolkien. I want Sauron to be the Walter White of Middle Earth. He said it. It was him.
I know.
That's exactly who it came from. And the executive who heard it just went, "What the fuck?" Who was there at the time? And then they said, and this is, I'm paraphrasing the quote, "He's nice, but he's a complete idiot."
He's a retard. Got it.
Yeah.
He's a retard. Wow. That is a heck of a... Oh, yeah, because that's what I think when I think Lord of the Rings. I'm thinking Lord of the Rings. I'm thinking Breaking Bad, Walter White. That's
all the time.
That's my Lord of the Rings. Woo! Anyway, there is lots to get through. We got a lot of stuff happening, Gary. Do you want to start off with a bit of She-Hulk news?
Oh God, is this coming back? Yeah, I saw this come back again, and I thought it was old, and it's, dude, it is so much cope now because Tatiana Maslany,
yes,
who did a decent job in Orphan Black. Gonna say,
yes, I liked Orphan Black.
Did a horrible job in this. Popped off during the strike, which didn't help. Okay, for one, this show was written by WGA writers that were paid and then went on strike to ask for more money. And then one of them bitched about the residuals they got from She-Hulk, which was like $300. When I think we can all agree he was paid, or they were paid, $300 too much. And then during the strike, she calls out her fucking boss and doesn't think anything's gonna happen.
How would you get residuals from a show that loses money for your network?
That is a very good question. I'm thinking that was probably I'm guessing. I don't know how these contracts work, but I'm guessing that was the participation trophy.
Yeah.
Portion of your residuals.
I'm guessing that was his wages.
Oh, dude, I wouldn't be surprised at all. I'm gonna just pull a number out of my ass. I think the guy got paid probably $3,000 to $4,000 an episode.
I thought it was just completely women in that room.
It was.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a dude.
Yeah.
It's something in between, you know.
Boom.
That guy's not like there's a fire and there's like small children and puppies. That guy's not running in to save any of them. Okay. I'll just say that.
Dude, they're throwing
there's more women who would run in there
fire
and save them than he would. Okay.
Oh, the puppies are running in to save them.
Yes.
She-Hulk star. She-Hulk star. It's the word star that just made me giggle. She-Hulk star praises how series creator used Marvel show to attack fans. What's fun about it is that she built into the story that people were going to troll us.
It's you know what? If you were a talented writer, you could have built that in, and you know how I'm sorry to kind of ruin the joke, but to make it work is you kind of have to see the other side's story, kind of, and you could roast us all you fucking want, and it works.
Why?
Like South Park does it.
But no, but this is just an incredible. This is the.
But that's not what this is.
We were always meant to be retarded.
So yes, that's the same argument. So what they were doing was getting out ahead of it because they knew it was shit.
Yes,
and thought they were clever.
Your show can't. Your show can't be dog shit and then go, ha, we were taking the piss out of people that are going to take the piss out of the dog shit. You can't. That doesn't work. You fucking idiot.
It turned into a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yes.
And And now they're like, yeah, trolling Marvel fans was part of it. It's like,
trolling our audience, the last remaining vestiges of this audience, which is dissipating at a colossal rate due to the dog shit that we're putting out, is exactly what we needed to do.
That writer's room collectively does not have half the IQ. A quarter of the IQ is John Byrne. They just don't.
Oh God, no.
They don't.
No, because we were dealing with people that would go, well, She-Hulk's always broken the fourth wall. This is like John Byrne. It's like, no, this is not like John Byrne She-Hulk in the slightest. There's a difference. You can have somebody break the fourth wall. That doesn't mean that it's good. It doesn't mean that you'll do it in the way that John Byrne did it. John Byrne was self-referential. The breaking of the fourth wall was very much focused towards him.
Towards him.
Yes.
So it's from a very male perspective, but it also was an earnest book, and it started out as a totally serious book, and then it changed, and then one of the big, like, it wasn't her solo book that made her uber popular with dudes. She was in the Fantastic Four. She was in there for the Thing, because the Thing had a solo issue for a while that John Byrne did, which was great. And they brought in other people, but she was in the Fantastic Four for a good long time, and fans totally accepted it. I didn't care because I still had my Thing book, and it was an earnest book. Meaning it was taken seriously. It took itself seriously. It was taken seriously. You could still have irreverent humor here and there, but that's all. The MCU is just like, we need jokes and girls and stuff. Because we're still chasing that female audience.
Remember when
that
she
just shows up to movies with dudes without their shirts on and dolls.
I was gonna say, do you remember when she fucked 3 different dudes in 4 episodes?
I know. And it's like, hey, this is for women because all you women are sluts and fuck 3 different dudes, and throw up your nudes. 3 different dudes in 3 nights and are fucking alcoholic and drink yourself to sleep every night. Yay, girls!
Go slay. Yeah. That's nothing more empowering than a miserable, middle-aged, single alcoholic whore to really tap into that liberal white woman audience.
And see, like, women in and that is very much a woman in Hollywood. Women in Hollywood are eternally in their fucking 20s. Okay, like mentally, they're eternally in their fucking 20s. You want to talk about arrested development, like 50-year-olds going out to the club, listen, if you go once in a while to blow off some steam, I'm not judging you. But every night,
dude, she was shit-faced.
5 nights a week, 4 nights a week
at the wedding. She was shit-faced. Was it at the even at the practice, the rehearsal dinner? Was it the rehearsal dinner? Or was it actually the whatever? But
at
she
the wedding with the man tits.
Yeah, she was
okay.
All right, fuck off, mate.
I had to pin it down, dude.
Just look, dude. There is no fucking need for anything like that whatsoever. So she turns up at the wedding, and the bride's got a nice rack. That's what I got from this episode.
Did that get the episode a point?
No.
No.
Because, right, I'll tell you why. Because I have actually thought this out. I'm not even joking. Because Jamila comes on later and, she's got some goods. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, oh, do I give it a point for Jamilia's jubblies and the bride's jubblies? And I can't give tit points.
Oh, how
then I'm going to be just giving tit points throughout the season, and it's going to have this. No. So I'm like, I'm sorry, breasts. You can't score. You can't score.
Good job.
I know. I thought so. I had to put my foot down. And it was hard. It was a hard decision because she got a nice rack.
And the woman that they actually had playing the girl that was getting married, she's actually trans. and I don't know if people knew that.
I just thought she was ugly.
Yeah, that's a dude.
I said she had a nice rack.
Hey, the one scene when
Got you.
wait,
A trap.
so when
A trap.
it's a trap. When the two women started arguing and he jumped out of the window, that was the only scene I could identify with.
I identified with
the
that so
entire
much.
series.
It's like,
So I think they're setting up the villain to be an incel, and it's probably one of the dudes she dated.
Oh my god, it was so
I thought she was so
fucking bad.
obsessed
No,
with She-Hulk's
hey,
actual
hey,
boobs.
I hate this fucking timeline.
I do too.
Hey,
I
Az,
do
you
too.
didn't fucking jerk off to her, did you?
He did. He did.
Thought about it.
all right. I'm just getting flashbacks to the Ace Ventura. You know, Ace Ventura.
Oh, yeah.
Einhorn is
That's not the way.
I'm a transgender woman, and as a trans person, it's hard to articulate exactly how I feel. But I guess if I had to describe it, I'd say
Let's keep it going.
It's fine. It's fine. I do not.
Hey, Az, you are literally half the man you used to be. Just want to say that.
That was a fun time. That was a fun time. Look, the whole ploy, it was just all a ruse just to get Ryan to laugh for once. That was it.
Ryan only laughs
My-
at people's distress. Okay, that's the only
Absolutely.
thing he genuinely.
Yeah.
When you see joy, it's like a man on fire, a man misidentifying a woman. You know,
Man saying that a woman
Get hit by a
saying that
truck.
a man's got nice tits.
yeah. It's like he's just a little ball of misery.
This is how I
Ryan.
felt inside,
love
Gary. That's how I felt on the inside.
Yeah. Did you see? I don't know why I'm thinking. It's a video that Ian Miles Chong stole and put on Twitter.
That's all he does.
That's all he does. About 2 or 3 months ago of the Lady Boy riot. That's so funny. I forgot what Taiwan, the Philippines. I don't know. It was the Lady Boy riot. It was so funny. Oh my god. I guess they were fighting over like turf, which is funny. I just thought
this. No, I'm not going to do accents. I'm in enough trouble already. I think I ain't going to do any accents.
a turf battle between lady boys.
Fucking
This shit writes itself.
Hey, the turf battle.
Oh, it was Bangkok. One night in Bangkok.
I bet it was.
Lots of cocks getting banged.
I bet it was fucking Bangkok. In yet again, running defense for one of the few series that objectively does not deserve it. She-Hulk attorney at law star Tatiana Maslany has once again praised how series creator Jessica Gao crafted the Marvel television outing to specifically tack the franchise's sexist critics. No, it's not sexist when your show's just dog shit.
Yeah. I mean, the show was sexist. I would say,
It was misinterest.
yeah.
For sure. It was another self-hating, man-hating, feminazi piece of shit that was targeted towards lonely, single, middle-aged, white, liberal, far
wine
left.
aunts. Not even
aunt,
moms. Wine aunts.
Yeah. Wine barons.
Yeah.
Wine Sahara deserts. Namely, of course, middle-aged liberal women, which of course is the target audience for comics and
It's the
such.
target audience for Marvel now. I mean,
Well, they target that audience. It's not there, but they target it.
well, that's why there's that rumor. And like, listen, I know a lot of people are retweeting it, but from Cosmic Marvel, from some scooper, I'm not going to believe it. But what the Scoopers are now leaning into the MCU thing so that it's like really believable and it gets traffic and hey, it's believable that
it is believable.
We're going to the X-Men's going to focus on women.
Yes.
When yes, there's tons of women in the X-Men, some of the best female characters, but egalitarian approach. That's what we've always kind of asked for. Why don't you have them working together?
Because Disney can't get over the fact that it's a woman brand. That's why.
Well, I mean, they're a woman. Well, I don't even think they're a girls brand anymore. I think Disney is an alphabet brand.
It's an activist brand.
It's an activist alphabet brand now.
But it's always been a female brand, and they've never.
Well, all the dudes are taking over the girl parts, at least at the park, anyway. At least in one case. And it's only a matter of time until they remake some animated, they do a Cinderella. So
that's isn't that a Jerry Lee Lewis movie?
I think so. Yes. But then they do like they call it Cinderella, but it's Cinderfella.
Well, but yeah,
it's a matter of time.
We've got the fairy godfather mother, haven't we?
Well, that was the Amazon thing.
Was that Amazon?
Yeah, that was the Amazon. Billy Porter.
Sorry. Yeah. I forget. I just losing track of men with fucking penises playing women in every show now. So
they should got Samuel L. Jackson and been fairy god motherfucker.
Get this motherfucking pumpkin off my motherfucking glass slippers, motherfucker.
That's right.
Garbage. It's shit. Done.
So yeah, she is still talking. So that is a new conversation.
Yeah,
dude, get over it. Like seriously, like She-Hulk is 2 years. We're going on 2 years in August, right? It'll be 2 years ago. They have to put her in something now. Like otherwise, they're totally admitting defeat. Did you see the Falcon costume? Which let's see if I can find it.
The white dude in the Falcon costume?
White dude.
Who's the white dude in the Falcon costume?
It was, oh my god, I forgot his name.
So now, now we've got white guys taking black
it's not a white guy,
isn't it? Okay,
it's not a white guy. Yeah, it's Latino.
But
it's from Sam Wilson. I didn't read it.
Face of white supremacy.
Captain America, Sam Wilson. I didn't read a fucking word of it. So
nobody cares. That's why. What do you think that film? Seriously, what do you think Black Captain America Falcon Man's going to do at the cinema? I don't think it's gonna. I'd be amazed.
Yeah, Joaquin Torres. He's in Falcon. He's in Falcon and Winter Soldier. Like they set him up, and his costume does look like shit in the fucking comics. But I'm looking for that image, dude. I can't find it. I don't know if it's real though.
I know which one you're talking about. I've seen it. I saw. Who was it? Who was laughing at it? Was it Menology 101?
Yeah, oh, that's a blur. What the fuck? Yeah, it's pretty accurate to the comics, which is fucking horrible. Which is just, oh god.
Captain Falcon Man's fucking outfit looks like dog shit as well.
Oh my god.
By the way, that's on sale at Sideshow. Just saying.
Here's Reddit. Here,
They're clearly having trouble.
Super popular with Reddit. Yeah, like no, we were just talking about this. We were talking about. I have some comics to bag and board, and I'm like, God, there's some that are just not worthy. Like Avengers versus X-Men is fucking dog shit. It is terrible. It is terrible. And that was the start of the Axel Alonso era. And to a man and woman in my store hated it by the end. Everybody fucking hated it. And that, that was right around Marvel Now. So this is what's led into this, the Joaquin Torres stuff. And I got to say, like, this costume is accurate-ish to the comic, but that's not good. That's not good.
Yeah, because Falcon is Sam Wilson. And you're taking a black hero and delegitimizing him. We've spoken about this God knows how many times.
So this is completely rebooting. And again, this character was introduced in Falcon and Winter Soldier, which came out 2 years ago. Haven't watched it since.
Yeah, it looks like
Vulture. You're right. It's got a definite
Vulture from Wish.
What they tried to do with the costume is make it look like the OG Falcon costume prior to him getting the red and white one. So it's a callback to that.
There we go.
Fucking terrible.
Fucking Condor man. Yeah.
It looks fucking terrible. But it's still Disney rushing past all this greatness to get into dude, let's face it. Marvel went to shit after 2013. 2013, pretty much everything's kind of shit.
Comic-wise.
Really shit now. Comic-wise, kind of shit after that. Like, I had the most well-timed relapse to get out of comic retailing of all time. It was still horrible, but like me and Mrs. Nerdrotic always go, you ever look back and how many times a day do you look back and not miss our old job? It's like 3-4 times a day. Yeah. I'm reminded like I could never retail new comics, like ever. I don't know what I probably would have sold it. If I had not relapsed, I probably would have sold it at some point, just going, I can't do this anymore. Because I'd be terrible. I'm like, it's all shit. Don't buy it.
News, Gary. It doesn't exist anymore.
No, it doesn't exist. I was Brian Hibbs told it. I remember Brian Hibbs' dad. It was a trip, man. First thing he says to me. So we're saying goodbye, and Brian's supposed to take over the next day. He shows up at closing on our last day, demands the keys. I'm like, whatever, dude. Whatever. And his dad and I are having a conversation. We're talking about the kids section. I'm like, hey, like, keep this thing going. It was working. And his dad goes, oh, Brian will make a much better kids section than you. Okay. Cool. Hope he does. And it closed down in a matter of when did he close it down? A couple years ago?
A couple of years ago,
yeah. And that space stayed empty forever because the kids took over from John Toda. John Toda was the greatest landlord of all time. Never raised my rent. I paid $1,000 a month. $1,000 a month for that in San Francisco. I paid $1,000 a month. No, he's super fucking cool. He was an old hairdresser, bought up a bunch of properties in the 50s and just lived off them. And he was super rich and was cool. But yeah, this is Falcon from Black America Falcon Captain
that nobody watched.
The Brave New Order world. That's going to have a bunch of Hulk characters and maybe Mark Ruffalo is the Hulk. Maybe not sure at this point. They're reshooting the entire fucking movie.
Yes. And that is not even hyperbolic
for a February release.
Yes.
So it's not even like they don't even have that high of hopes for it. They're not giving it the best chance to succeed.
No,
by putting it out in Madam Web territory.
Yeah, it's fuck you. It's February because it's fuck you. It's January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Now, apparently.
Yeah.
Just how weird is it though? Like, how long has it been since we sort of gave up on mainstream? It was like 2.5 years now.
2.5 years. No, I think it's 3.
Right, let's say it's probably about 3 years. And my pull list was like pretty much anything to do with Batman, Detective, Nightwing. I think Robin wasn't going at that time. Then he turned up and sucked a dick. Batgirl, all these kind of things, all gone. And then it's only recently, very recently, that I started to pick up a couple of main what we class as mainstream. Plenty of independent stuff.
Transformers and G.I. Joe, right?
Transformers and Ultimate Spider-Man. That's it. So this is the weirdness of it, though. A guy that's been collecting DC for 30 plus years, 32 odd years, and gave up on it. And here I am. I'm picking up a Marvel comic that's got nothing to do with the Marvel universe because that's fucked. And a Skybound subsidiary. What? Not. I don't know if you class it as a subsidiary of Image or just published through.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, Image is probably
Yeah.
I mean, Skybound, like Kirkman owns the rights or owns the license.
Yes.
It's most of the money. Image puts it out.
So it's just like that's
controls the license, does not.
And
own the rights.
if they go to shit, because so far I'm really enjoying that Ultimate Spider-Man. It's been excellent. The first 4 issues have been really good, and the Transformers has been fantastic, like absolutely fantastic. That Transformers, but any sniff of that changing, because and I'll be gone in a heartbeat. It's just like from 30 years of collecting DC, and I'm picking up a Skybound and a fucking Marvel comic. It's so fucking bizarre, dude. It's so bizarre.
Yeah, this is the start of the Alonzo era, and everything about that book fucking sucked. Everything about the crossover sucked, and it went through everything, man. And so, if you're completist like I am, I want to keep my Daredevil books going, or my Avengers books going, or my Wolverine books going.
That's the only reason I was collecting, though.
Yeah, especially after the store.
Pretty much 2 years. It was just
after the store. I would have a pull just to keep my Daredevil and my Spider-Man, my Avengers and Fantastic Four, if it wasn't canceled, going. My runs going, my Hulk run, and but we were just talking about. I was like, let's be real. Like after when Alonzo showed up, it just went so fucking downhill, and it got worse. It got way worse.
What do you think to this cope?
This okay.
Nonsense. Avengers directors say Marvel's recent problems aren't due to superhero fatigue, but a big generational divide about how you consume media. Oh, right. So in this
Little
space of 18
Platoon said
months.
it yesterday. Okay, there's a Little Platoon, and then I hate that Russo who gets a bunch of follows because people think he's one of the Russo brothers on Twitter.
Oh yeah, is it Jay Russo?
Yeah, he had a fucking good take yesterday. I got to give him. He's a fucking moron, but once in a while, blind squirrel finds an acorn. Once in a while,
a broken clock is right twice a day.
Had
Gary.
a really fucking good take, which was, because like video games have never existed. Short attention spans. By the way, and like especially when they specifically, I'm getting ahead of myself, but they specifically mention ADHD, and I'll even conflate a little bit of spectrum autism, which is just a fucking label. It's just an overused label, but definitely half your audience, half of comic book buyers. Okay. Like probably myself included, and that for when you're insulting the fuck out of your audience, and it's a bullshit argument. There's always been short attention spans. There's always been MTV. There's always been video games for years. And I do recall in the early 90s, comics doing pretty fucking good, through the 80s.
Yes.
We all know the answer to this because it's chicken or egg, though, because it's undeniable there is a fatigue. But it's not just superhero. It's fucking woke Hollywood. It is woke Hollywood fatigue. When Hollywood decides to make a good movie, people go. All right. But does it overall? I mean, because we can have a whole conversation about this because I saw Razor Fist's point of view on this too, and you can't argue. Whatever is causing it, there is a fatigue. Western stopped, but occasionally we got a good Western and people went and saw it because it was a good story. Did it bring back the Western as the driver, the market driver for theaters? No. So, but this is a cope. Within this is a cope within Marvel because Little Platoon put out he basically showed how much the box office fell. You can put it back up.
Yeah.
We should actually
go. I'll find Little Platoon's.
Find Little Platoon's tweet because, like, remember when we said,
"Here, got it."
If Guardians of the Galaxy does well, people will say Marvel is back, and I will say no. It will it will show how bad the problem is. Little Platoon, because he's smarter than me, probably because he's a real Brit, lays it out perfectly here. Multiverse of Madness, May 2022, 955 million. Obviously, a lot of that came from Goodwill from Spider-Man No Way Home. Ant-Man, February 2023, 476 million. This is worldwide totals, by the way. The Marvels, November 2023, 206 million. I don't think you can cram a whole big generational divide into 18 months, and it didn't hurt Barbie, Mario, or Guardians 3, or Oppenheimer, which was 3 hours long.
Yes.
If your reasoning is, hang on, scroll up a little bit. If your reasoning is, could you hit show more? No. If your reasoning is, but the youngs just want to stream everything these days, then why have all the streaming shows bombed?
Correct.
Brilliant.
I mean,
I'm going to give him applause.
Yeah. This is absolutely not a backhanded compliment, because this is absolutely spot on correct. It's not rocket science.
No, it's not.
This is not rocket science. Little Platoon is very concisely showing off that this is just a bunch of cope. It's a bunch of bullshit. This has absolutely got to do with quality. 100% got to do with quality. They've abandoned the fan. They've abandoned the good writing. They've brought in characters that have failed from All New, All Marvel. And guess what? They're failing all over again. What a surprise. Because they're not written in good faith. They're not written as good characters. They're not developed by good writers. And they're not promoted to comic book purchasers. So what exactly are you expecting?
Yeah, you're bringing in Joaquin Torres Falcon. Nobody fucking knows who that is.
I have no fucking clue.
And you can't tell me that they're going to put the kind of effort they put into Iron Man and Iron Man 1 to Joaquin Torres to make people like him. And this, one of the biggest complaints is you have to do homework. Well, you have to fucking do homework. Captain Black Falcon America is a sequel to Captain America the Winter Soldier, which wasn't watched by a lot of people. Now, your Little Platoon is like, this is the brass tacks. What's happening is the Russos, they want their legacy to remain. They work in Hollywood, and Hollywood is going through an existential crisis right now. They are seriously worried about their industry, and they should be, because it's changing forever. It'll always be around in some form or another, but it will nowhere. It will not be the juggernaut it was up until 2019 during a really great, let's call it what it is, Trump economy. While they were bashing them, they were also benefiting from that economy greatly. Silicon Valley was, mainstream media was, comic books not so much, but movies were for sure. $9 billion films in 2019. We've had 6 since. And everybody was talking about this with the 5-year anniversary of Endgame, but the Russos are worried about their fucking job. So they're going to think about because there is a lot of factors, but they have a huge blind spot, and it's ideological for the main one. But I mean, like, we could break it down in the simple terms. I'm spoiling my video a little bit. Hollywood went woke. They broke their entire system by going to streaming. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And stopping for COVID. Then they went broke. They went woke, broke their entire system, decided they didn't want to work anymore, and then went broke. And now they're fucking worried.
What a surprise.
What a shock. And it as simple as you were making shit. So you making so much shit did harm your overall Hollywood brand, not just superheroes. They're just a facet in this. Superhero, like, you could make a great, for example, it's too many bad decisions. If you're going to remake The Crow, which I am totally against, but if you're going to remake the fucking Crow, adapt the comic book. Don't make John Wick meth head with fucking tattoos. You know, it's stupid as fuck. That's like the worst decision you can make. You make a gothic opera. That's what you, which is basically a way, James O'Barr was trying to deal with the death of his girlfriend. You know, like that was a way to it was therapeutic for him. That's why there's a lot of heart in that book. Just adapt it. I'm not saying it's going to be good, but that gives you your best chance to succeed.
Why? Okay, but what is Hollywood's fascination with trying to remake good movies? I mean, this is
and make them bad.
This is what I never understand.
Well,
we're gonna make a remake of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, but this time the characters are black. We're gonna make a remake of The Crow, but this time he's a fucking meth head, fucking soy, fucking boy, fuck boy. It's just none of it makes any fucking sense. And we're gonna remake Ghostbusters with 4 fucking unfunny fucking cows. So we're gonna remake this. We're gonna remake that.
The easiest answer is because corporatism is so prevalent, they need stuff that's easy to write, easy to put out, and
it's not easy to write. Ghostbusters was not easy to write.
I agree. That I'm telling you their point of view. This is the point of view of a bunch of bankers who don't watch fucking movies, don't read comics, don't play video games. So they just are looking at analytics and they're like, hey, this was a popular brand. So if we put this name on it, that will bring people to the theater and then we can repurpose the script or fucking shoehorn in anything we want into there. And they still think this works because it's a bunch of fucking old fucks who don't know what they're doing. There are a bunch of old fucks in Hollywood who do know what they're doing, but they don't work there anymore. That's the problem. So there's this great divide. There's a bunch of old fucks who don't know what they're doing and a bunch of young idiots who don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about brand. That's how they see it. They don't understand the nuance. They don't understand what made it popular. They just see popular brand. And obviously we've been discussing this over years now, how they come into a brand, usurp that brand, essentially annihilate it because it's nothing about what that brand stood for, what made it popular, what made it interesting towards people, what pushed it towards what its audience was, its customer base was, however you want to position that. And then essentially gut it, leave it, move on like a parasite to the next brand.
Exactly. Right. So you have X-Men 97 out there, and I've watched a little over half the episodes, and it burns through. It feels like, I could be wrong, it feels like they're trying to burn through the lore to get to more modern lore, but it's popular because it doesn't totally suck and nobody's watching it. Nobody's fucking watching it.
I am watching it. I don't care.
No. Just, it's a bunch of 50-year-olds watching it. 40 and 50-year-olds watching it who mainly watched the cartoon back in the 90s. And it's getting, like I said, it's probably one of the better things Disney Marvel has produced on which is not saying much, on D+, and nobody's watching it. Oh, it feels like a lot of people are talking about it on Twitter, but nobody's watching it.
Oh, actually, you brought up a good point, because I want to go through this with you for a second. Your Doctor Who video, which I didn't watch, which was excellent, by the way.
Thank you.
Which was really, really good. You're saying that, even though I didn't watch it, but I'm kind of guessing. I'm just going to throw this out there.
Okay,
Maybe you said it.
It's pretty easy to guess.
The average audience, the average age of the Doctor Who audience is, Gary?
I was joking. I would say I said 62.
Yeah.
I would say it's 50.
Right. Okay. Right. But the thing is, you're not wrong.
That's why I felt very good about saying I'm going to throw out a joke that's probably 7 years off.
Yeah, when you look, but this is just it. When you look at any analyticals of stuff which should be appealing to younger adults and even adults going into their 30s and pushing 40s as well. When you look at those analyticals for stuff which should appeal to them, comic book shows, comic book heroes, you tend to find vast majority of the audience 50 plus.
Oh yeah, especially with CW. That was when we were able to look at the ratings.
Yeah,
we can't really anymore. There will be a demographic, because there's the key demographic. By the way, that key demographic still matters to streaming. Absolutely, it matters here on YouTube. By the way, YouTube, $8 billion in advertising in the first quarter. They they blew past projection because ads have been on this platform forever. People are used to them, or people know how to deal with them. That's it. Yeah. But there's enough people who still see the ads that make it incredibly lucrative. But that 18 to 45 demo is still the most important demo. And you're right. Every time we saw a CW show, it was 0.01, 0.3. and the demo is that percentage of it's the percentage of the entire demo in the United States. It could be different now, but a few years ago, the entire demo of the United States between 18 to 45 was roughly half the country, a little below half the country, about 145 million. So then you take, 3% of that 0.0, I think it's 0.00 or 0.03%. And it always came out to like 100,000 people. So 100,000 people in the demo, if it was a Supergirl episode that was watched by 300,000 people, about 100,000, sometimes it would get down to 80 would be in that demo. And the rest of it, 50-year-olds.
I mean, I think I was working out that on some of the things like Naomi and Gotham Knights, whatever they wanted to call it, stuff like that, they were literally down to like 60,000.
Yes,
within the key demo of 18 to 49, like 60 odd thousand. It was they got down to like 0.03s, and it was like, what the fuck? And who was watching it? A bunch of 55-year-old men spanking it to the women in the
CW never turned a profit. Never made $1 and was sold for a back of since you're British, crisps.
It was sold for $0 as long as you took on the $100 million debt.
And what did they do? Canceled every fucking show. I think there's a couple shows left, but they canceled everything.
I think they gave them pretty much last season's, but essentially everything got gutted. Everything got gutted. The whole of the Blanty stuff got annihilated.
Right.
And
his name went turn to shit automatically. The minute they said, Berlanti, he did manage to, and good for him,
Netflix
dude.
Now, isn't he?
He got a Netflix deal before it was found out that none of his shit made money. But yeah, so listen, the Russo brothers made some pretty damn good MCU movies, and they are concerned with their legacy. Okay, for one, their residuals, their legacy. You cannot tell me, like, this is their professional face out there. You cannot tell me behind the scenes they're like, God damn, what are they fucking doing? This is shit.
Well, I think there is a coping narrative going around, which you have to that's the new thing that you've now got to toe the line with. We're not making dog shit. It's the changing face of the way that the young are consuming the
Oh, so you're telling me Marvel's was good. Everybody was just watching TikTok.
But this is just it. I had a contact within Marvel, and what I reported was absolutely correct about the Marvels. From the screenings to the absolute shock and horror of the screenings. The fact that they chopped it down, they chopped off 42 minutes of the fucking movie. The saying that was going around, skate quick over thin ice to get it out and get it done because it was garbage. And the fact that people who watched these screenings at Marvel were literally taking the piss out of the movie themselves. They knew how fucking terrible this thing was. And they were taking the piss out of it. And one of the very first discussions after it was, how do we get Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans back? How can we do that? And what did we hear just recently come out? Robert Downey Jr. suddenly is just like, well, maybe, kind of, I don't know. Sort of, if the price is right, maybe. So you know that there's been internal discussions going. Well, there's been a reach out to Robert Downey Jr. for, not Secret Invasion, but Secret Wars, whatever. It's going to be
Secret Wars, but not the 80s one. It's going to be an adaptation of the
of course, it's going to be
2016 one. It's
going to be nothing. It's going to be probably nothing like that. It's going to be a Disney Marvel one. That's what it's going to be, Gary.
Yeah. And I don't think it's a coincidence that they've rushed past to all the stuff that they made while Disney owned it. Like, they'll pluck from the past, but they'll really focus on the new stuff. When the MCU in its early phases would focus on Ultimate, but that was pre-Disney.
And how ironic is it now that the best-selling comic now is an Ultimate Spider-Man?
Well, Ultimate Spider-Man did for a second outsell Amazing. Back in the Peter Parker when it was both Peter Parker.
Yeah.
For a second, for a minute. My memory's going back 20 years ago, but yeah, it's not surprising at all that all the editors fucking hate Spider-Man being married to Mary Jane because they think their cope is that it constrains the story, which is just fucking bullshit. It's probably because most of the editors have never been fucking married, so they couldn't relate to it.
This is a book about a married man in his mid-30s who's only just become Spider-Man due to the events of the book, which I'll leave to the audience if they want to pick it up to discover. That's married with 2 kids happily. He's in a happy marriage with 2 lovely kids. Hello? Best-selling comic. Hello?
Yeah. Oh, they know it. Again, they know what to do. The MCU, I'm not going to say it would be fixed to the point where people would go back to see it the way they used to, but it could be fixed pretty quickly. You're going to have to reboot, unfortunately, after Secret War, and then you recast Captain America, Iron Man, the Hulk, Thor.
Oh.
You recast the lot. The lot.
Another thing about this, right, is we're 4 issues in and we've barely had any Spider-Man. This has been selling on its exceedingly good writing by Hickman and the exceedingly good character development between yeah. And there's been a lot of conversations going on, a lot of character development going on, and it's been very little bits of Spider-Man so far in costume. Wow, it's crazy. Develop your world, develop your characters, give them agency.
Exactly. You write good stories, and then you could do a balance with the overarching story. Kind of like how Buffy dealt with it, early Doctor Who dealt with it. Like, you mention it once in a while, it doesn't take over your entire thing, and you still do solo stories with a recast Captain America, recast Thor, recast Iron Man, and not, dude. Then it's Connery Moore all over again. And you know what? You're never going to be as good as Robert Downey Jr. But you don't kill the character because the character is bigger than Robert Downey Jr. The Joker was bigger than Heath Ledger. At the time when Heath Ledger passed away, everybody was saying nobody else could play the Joker. That's bullshit. Sure. It's absolute bullshit.
Then Joaquin Phoenix comes along and we get an incredible adaptation of just some version. But I mean, what they put with all due respect, but they put the character of Black Panther secondary. Because, then we suddenly got, but again, as cynical as it
recast
may be,
back Black Panther, by the way.
Oh, absolutely. Well, they should have done. But
absolutely.
As cynical as it may be, we all know that that's exactly the route that they would want to take with Black Panther.
Exactly. They were going to take that route anyway, and they were going to take that route with Blade, and now, man, they're really patting themselves on the back for this one, guys. We're going to just have Blade kill vampires. I'm a genius.
We don't speak about those dark days baggage claim. We don't speak about.
Jared Leto. Well, honestly, at the end of the Snyder Cut, that was a better version of the Joker. If that was like where it was going to go.
Yeah, but you notice at the end of the Snyder Cut, they got rid of all his stupid fucking damage.
They did. I was like, if they would have done that, it'd have been all right. So
and that was a different Joker.
It was a completely different Joker.
Yeah.
And it was a better version. I'm like, I could have rolled with that. That was fine. And then there's the dime store Ezra Miller, Barry Corgan. What's it from The Batman?
Oh, and hey, we got a bit of news. It's funny. I'm glad that you brought up Dime Store Flash, but let's just go to actual Flash, right?
Okay.
So the Flash movie, which has 2 Ezra Millers, an Ezra Miller older, a 28-year-old Ezra Miller, and a 20-year-old Ezra Miller, whatever. So we have these two Ezra Millers at different times. A younger one that isn't the Flash yet, and then the one that makes him turn into the Flash. Hot Toys produce toys. Hot Toys are producing a Keaton Batman from that. Absolutely
Yes,
ordered
they
that.
are.
They're producing a Flash, a Barry Allen Flash in the Flash costume. I like the Flash costume from the Flash movie. They're producing
but I ain't touching that because it's got Ezra Miller's face on it.
Those things could be changed.
Dude, no. Go get Sideshow makes a Flash. A comic book Flash.
Oh,
Go get that one.
That's selling for a lot though now.
Well, you shouldn't have got. You don't want to know why? Because those fucking ears and the little fucking wings break off like really easy. You got to be really good at super glue.
Oh yeah, I've got that Joker version. I've got the Batman. I've got the Harley Quinn. I've got the Superman. I've got those versions. Anyway, they're also producing the version of the Flash with the spray painted Batman Returns costume to the Flash for the younger Ezra Miller. Apart from they're not anymore because they announced that they have cancelled the hot toy for the younger Ezra Miller, and we all know why.
Because they thought the older Ezra Miller would sexually assault himself.
Exactly. I mean, no. I mean, there was no interest. There was just no interest in the item. They didn't hit the requisite numbers to put it into production.
Oh, you mean like the first female doctor with Jodie Whittaker that buried a company?
Oh yeah, 300 couldn't even sell 300. But the thing is,
sell 300 worldwide
with those hot toys. They only need somewhere in the region of 200 to really put it into production. So they couldn't even get 200 to be of any interest. So that version cancelled.
So there is a fatigue. Fatigue is caused by too much bad shit and bad writing. A movie that is written well, that is good, will do well. But will it bring back the quote unquote superhero genre? And I say quote because there's multiple genres within superheroes. But will it bring it back to be the market driver? Because the films that have been largely billion-dollar films have since 2019 haven't been superhero movies for the most part. And what back to Little Platoon's thing, Guardians of the Galaxy did well because that was pre-Endgame Marvel. Pre-Endgame Marvel. It was just a holdover from the old days. And it really exacerbates the problem. It makes the problem look worse. It makes the problem look so much fucking worse. That Guardians of the Galaxy did well. By the way, shitty first weekend. Had a shitty first weekend. And then people, because Marvel's brand has been damaged, then people were saying, hey, it's pretty good. And like, I know you didn't like it. And it's not. It's the third best Guardians movie. It is 7 out of 10. Warlock was treated like fucking shit in it. You give it a 5, I give it a 7, but that's it. So Deadpool Wolverine is probably going to be the same. They had that genius move of putting Wolverine in a costume for the first time in 24 fucking years. Thank God they did it before Hugh Jackman could collect. Oh, I guess he can collect AARP now. He's 55, right? He's older than me, a little bit older than me. Dude. And it's probably going to be very Spider-Man No Way Home-ish, which it's going to focus on the X-Men. Because I don't think they're going to burn all the Marvel cameos for this one when they have Secret War coming out. But it'll be interesting to see. I still think it makes a lot of fucking money. I think it could be fun. It makes a lot of money. But man, I see that TVA, dude.
Well, I look. There is a thing at the back of my mind that says that this movie might just be average. It might just do okay.
Well, let's be real. Deadpool 2 was good. It wasn't great.
It was a 6 at best.
Yeah, that kid was fucking annoying.
There was moments. There was good moments. Yeah. Whereas the first Deadpool was pretty consistent throughout the whole thing.
Deadpool is freaking brilliant.
Yeah. The second one had good moments. It also had some really weak moments as well.
Yes.
I think this Deadpool Wolverine movie will only be elevated if it is really smashed full of cameos and insanity of going through the Fox universe, killing them off or whatever. But the trailer, as much as some of the bits in the trailer look good, there was a fair bit in that which made me just be like,
I'm still waiting for a better trailer, and it all, like we talked about it, it looks like it's from the first 15 minutes of the movie, and that's probably smart.
I hope so.
But like, as far as things you're genuinely looking forward to this year, as far as a TV show or a movie, can you name 3 things, 4 things, 5 things?
What, for the rest of the year?
For the rest of the year. Television. Count television too. You could probably name 5 games. That's probably fair. But like, okay, so I can, but I don't know if I can get to 5.
Well, you have House of the Dragon.
House of the Dragon and War of the Rohirrim are like tied. Those are the 2 things I am looking genuinely excited for. Can't wait for them to come out. I'm already doing my I'm rereading fucking everything right now. I just rewatched. I was going to watch 1 episode. I got through 6 on House of the Dragon. Super excited about it. Can't fucking wait. By the way, going to do a live stream with Mahler and Ryan. And we're not going to spoil the book. We will talk about the book up to the point in the show, but we will not spoil anything ahead. That's for Mahler and for you guys. And War of the Rohirrim. I can't wait to see the trailer. After that, Fall Guy, which I'm going to see day after tomorrow. But I can't say I'm genuinely super looking forward to it. Is Tulsa King coming out this year? No. And then maybe Deadpool, Wolverine. That should be my top 1, and it's not.
The thing that you said though was genuinely looking forward to, and
excited. No. Remember when we have like 3 or 4 or 5 things every Planet of the Apes? Like, I'm not genuinely I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait. I'll watch it though and probably enjoy it because I enjoy all those movies. They're just really good. They're not great to me. They're really good though. They're very consistent. That's why it's lasted for so long.
I think the last movie that I was genuinely excited to see was Godzilla -1. That was the last one I was genuinely excited to go to see.
I know. I think there's something else.
And I would like to be, but what's there to be excited for? I'm not even excited for Gunn Superman, for goodness sake.
Is Yellowstone coming back this year?
Nosferatu? I mean,
yeah, Nosferatu I'm looking forward to.
I will go see that, but I mean, to say I'm looking forward to, like, excited, I think.
Oh, Cobra Kai season 6.
Yeah, June 2. Yeah, go Cobra Kai season 6. I'll look forward to that because I really enjoyed Cobra Kai.
Yeah, Cobra Kai.
June 2, I was looking forward to. I did very much enjoy June.
I did too. Well. Yeah, but that already happened. I'm talking the rest of the year.
I don't give a fuck about Alien Romulus.
I don't either.
Resurrected
it might be good,
dead corpse. Oh, get out of it! It's the same shit, same shit, worse characters. That's every Alien movie now.
I think at best it could be like Prey, which some people will like.
That was sucked.
I hated Prey.
Like fucking
stupid as fuck.
Fucking feminist garbage.
Yeah,
absolute fucking feminazi garbage. Fucking terrible. Drink. I love you though, Drinker. Oh.
I love you too. There's 2 Predator movies. Well, okay. There might be 3. We can argue.
It's not even Discount Ripley. She needs to be upgraded to be Discount Ripley, for goodness sake.
No, it's Alien 1.5. It's like it's another thing they're like wedging it in between. It's like, for fuck's sake, for one, have some dudes fight the Predator and live, or not Predator, sorry, the Alien, and have it just fucking come to Earth finally. You know what? Just do something different.
Do the war on Earth, for God's sake. Do that. Do something. Oh, look. It's another isolated spaceship with a bunch of ill-prepared crew that's been led by a fucking 5'0" 110-pound fucking bint. but music.
I know. Highlander remake's not coming out this year. So I
No.
saw that in the chat. That's not coming out this year.
That's been in production hell.
That's going to be a tough one too, because I think it's good casting, but Queen's such an important part of that movie.
Dude.
That's like with The Crow. Like if you remake The Crow, the soundtrack was such an important part to that movie. And it would just be fucking Taylor Swift songs or fucking whatever, you know. Or you just have to get
on my gym playlist.
You'd have to get all the old bands from 30 years ago. You know,
I mean, God, it's a kind of mad. Oh my God,
maybe if like Ghost did the soundtrack or something like that, that might be cool. But
maybe if Taylor Swift.
Yeah, Taylor Swift. Dude, so many people like her. It's crazy.
I do not get it.
Melissa's friends are gonna
are
going to Poland to see her. So it's like right on.
Hey, before we carry on, chat. Shill segment.
Graham Revel did do the score for Crow, by the way. Sorry.
Pinned
yes.
Pinned comment up above, chat. Pinned comment.
We only got 10 days left, and I've been shitty about. Perry was supposed to make a
Flock us
commercial.
some plushies, Gary.
What?
I've got a bathroom to buy.
I asked Perry to make a commercial because I always forget.
Good.
Perry, we got to make a commercial.
Yeah. We might extend it another week.
I think we should.
Yeah. But we got our plushies, got the real BBC plushies are available. We've got Cthulhu Mauler, which is this lovely, doing well. This looks absolutely amazing with his little buddy. He's got his little buddy as well.
Yeah, his little buddy there.
Little buddy. We got Peeping Tom Az. We got Gary of Rivia. He will fall off a cliff in a heartbeat. And we have Peeping Tom Psychic, Exit Girl. If you get a single plushie, it's full price. If you get 2, it's 5% off. 3, it's 10% off. And if you get all 4, 15% off. It's the pinned link up above. Go get some plushies. Support your friendly local neighborhood spider person of color.
Yeah. Slurpo plushie for sure. I know, like we couldn't do a door, and we wanted to also have him like on a horse backwards.
Yeah.
We couldn't do it.
They couldn't do it. That. Yeah, which would have been so good.
Slurpo plushie would be good.
Yeah. And don't worry, there will be Rip and Silverback.
What does James O'Barr think about the Crow remake? I have no freaking idea. He probably likes the money. So, I mean,
I know the director of the first one, didn't they fucking savage it?
Yeah, they did. Yeah. He did.
Oh, but you are actually so right about the soundtrack for the Highlander, because Queen was so absolutely instrumental in the success of that film with that.
Yes. Such a good soundtrack.
Oh,
damn. It's a banger.
Unreal.
Absolute banger.
Unreal. It's like the same with Flash Gordon, you know? Flash Gordon, it's synonymous with Queen. God, I miss Freddie. I miss Freddie so fucking much, man.
I know, me too.
And it's not a day go by I don't miss Freddie. Hey, do you want to talk about nice ass and boobs?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. So, Stellar Blade is causing all kinds of nuclear meltdown by weirdos because they don't know how to attack it. Because the character Eve is a body scan of a Korean model, so they can't attack her for being a fake woman that doesn't have an obtainable body type because it's an actual real woman. I believe the facial structure was developed by a female developer as well. I think the head developer's wife, I believe. So they can't really attack that. The gameplay is fantastic. It's a very fun game to play. And so they're going for the only thing that they've had to go at, which is the costumes. There's a lot of different costume changes to put her in, revealing costumes. There's no nudity in it, but
I think the audience probably requires a visual aid of some sort.
Oh, we'll get visual aids up. Don't you worry, sir.
Visual aids.
But that is it's an 18 game, right? So it's interesting that in one comparison that I've seen, which is absolutely correct, it was stunning and brave for a gay guy to get fucked by a bear in Baldur's Gate 3. That was stunning and brave. It was stunning and brave for Mam Abby to get turned around, bent over, and fucked up the wrong one by I don't even know what that cuckold's name was. Disposable cuck. But it's not but a real woman based on a real woman's body in slightly revealing costumes that you might see a little bit of ass, you might see a little bit of side boob or under boob. There's no nipple, there's no actual nudity in the game at all. That is disgusting. Censor them. And so when they have been censored, because some of those costumes have been censored now to cover up a little bit more, and people have gone, oi, this game was sold on these costumes, and you've come in and you've censored them. Censorship is bad. You shouldn't have this. The people that screamed for the censorship, read to the high heavens, are now turning around going, oh, well, isn't it weird? Isn't it weird that you want to uncensor these? Isn't it weird? Isn't it weird that you like a fucking gay guy getting fucked up the ass by a bear?
Yeah.
But an actual woman showing a little bit of underboob or a little bit of anus suddenly. And it goes back to that. And shout out to Drinker, because he actually gave us a shout out in one of his recent videos about this. But I did a video, I think going back a couple of years now, or 18 months or so, where I said it's so easy. It's so easy that once you've had everything changed to the way that you want it, to turn around and go, what does it matter? What does it matter? So now that they've screamed to high heaven, they've got their censorship, and people have come out against the censorship. They're going, isn't it weird? Isn't it weird that you're so sort of weird about wanting to have these costumes? It clearly meant something to you to scream and scream to get your censorship. And then once you get your censorship, now you're playing the fucking moral high ground. And what kind of fucking world are we living in where far left or leftists, because far left is a kind of relatively new thing, or at least a relatively more aware thing. What kind of world are we living in where leftists who are pro-women, pro-women's bodies, I mean, now pro-men as women, but whatever, pro-women's bodies are complaining about an actual woman's body?
Well, it's not a man's body. Isn't that weird that you want women to be men?
Is it as weird as that?
Good God.
I believe that this is Call of Duty's Lara Croft. I could be wrong, but I think this is the skin that Call of Duty are using for Lara Croft.
Like a skin.
It looks like a dude.
It looks like a skin over a dude.
I mean, jeez. What the fuck is that? But that's the sort of thing that we're dealing with now. We're dealing with something that we've spoken about for, again, a long time, which is leftists hate two things massively. Number one, masculinity. They hate masculinity so much they have to put the word toxic in front of it because they want to demonize masculinity. And the other word that they absolutely despise, of course, is femininity. Because femininity is perceived as weakness. And so we have these, one of the massive criticisms that we have about our franchises is we now have these mams. We have these women that are essentially just men. They just take on masculine traits exhibit zero feminine traits and are being pushed as stunning and brave when they're not. They're not stunning and brave at all. They're just terribly written dog shit characters that we can't empathize with because they're not exhibiting any of the actual traits that they should be exhibiting. And Grums, Mark Kern, has now received death threats. Somebody they're from Portland, so take it with a pinch of salt. Because
yeah, dude,
they ain't got fucking 2 pence to rub together in Portland.
I wouldn't worry
Said
about
$20,000 for somebody to get rid of Mark Kern. Then we had
somebody upped it. That's right.
Here we go. And I want to show. I want to show this now. This fucking pompous twat. Here, she's
biggest female political Twitch streamer, and somebody on Geeks and Gamers Daily said no, that's Hassan.
Yeah, definitely. So Tone Man, 20K to anyone that makes this dipshit disappear. And this is to Mark Kern, Grums.
Yeah,
because Mark Kern has created a hashtag Free Stellar Blade a petition to get it uncensored. To get the game uncensored.
Yeah,
and
I have never
costumes.
heard of her either, by the way. This is like the first, like when this went up yesterday, that's the first time I ever heard of her.
So
but, I mean, that's not whatever.
Well, you can tell this is a Twitch streamer because they're sat in their chair doing fuck all but watching other people's content.
videos. Yeah.
So you can tell this is a Twitch streamer. Lowest common denominator. Don't really have anything interesting to say themselves, so they just react to everyone else's content that does have something interesting to say, and then palm it off as their own opinion. So let's just listen to what this has been asked to say.
Listen, I'll up the number, okay? 30K to anyone who'll make this dipshit disappear and make Eve's breasts bigger. Okay, you have to do both.
She ain't making 30K on Twitch.
Because then it's
it
a
must
win-win
be
for
somewhere
me.
else.
Now, obviously, you could argue take it with a pinch of salt, whatever, and all that kind of stuff. Sure. We're not going to play a stupid game here, but the very fact that this is the recklessness of this, because you're actually appealing to fucking mental people that will actually say what Toman said, which was 20K. Let's go back 20K. This weirdo here, this fucking Tone Man weirdo, his account's obviously gone now.
Is it?
I think so. I think it's been
well, hers is. Well, she protected both of her accounts.
Oh, she's now protected her Twitter account. I know that. I don't know about her Twitch account, but the stupidity and the recklessness of saying this because of my censorship. Oh, what a weirdo. This guy wants these costumes. It's about censorship. And it's always the fucking idiots that go against that are like, oh, let's go head forth and protect censorship. Let's go head forth because, of course, every time one of the freedoms goes, another one goes, another one goes, and another one goes. And these fucking dipshit fucking idiots like this cow here doesn't understand that this all goes into compelled speech and how you're allowed to act, how you're allowed to behave. And she should know, being on fucking Twitch, for one. You can't say words like fucking simp anymore. You get banned for saying simp. You get banned for saying all kinds of fucking shit. You can't have your opinions anymore. It's one of the most censored platforms out there. But what you can do is show your arsehole to the fucking camera and get paid because that's stunning and fucking brave.
And that's what she does, by the way.
You get your fucking flotation devices into a hot tub and fucking get paid for that. But heaven help you having an actual fucking opinion on censorship. The fucking two-way on this, the two fucking speaking out of both sides of this is unreal.
So yeah, she's an OnlyFans model, by the way. Pointed that out.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't investigated, so I don't know what
the
type
number
of
one
OnlyFans
political female commentator on Twitter. Oh, whatever. Okay. So her account. I pressed the wrong button. Sorry. Her account is now protected. Yeah. Now here we go. Let's bring this. Sorry, I closed it down by accident. I wanted to do this.
It's all right.
So this is the Free Stellar Blade, which has now got over 50,000 signatures. to get the game uncensored and just reveal it as it should have been. It's so funny that you have people talk about image. Oh, it's so immature. Right. Okay. If it's so immature, number one, why are you complaining about the state of the dress of the character? If you're mature, then you'll you just understand that some preference for some people, some for others. People are going to be jacking it off to her. So what if somebody is jacking it off to her? They paid the money. So what? Are they only allowed to go to fucking Bint's OnlyFans so she can show her arsehole to them to get paid? That's okay? But that's okay. But a pixelated fucking character, which may be attractive to some male gamers who are playing the game, that's bad. If it's again, I just want to stress again, this is an 18 rated game. It's not as if this is a fucking game. So what? Why have they got a problem with it? And it's clear there's nothing happier to a games journalist than a gamer that's not happy. They're happy. When a gamer is happy, game journalists are mad, and they must do everything in their power to stop that. I gave my opinion. I told you yesterday on the phone. I said I gave my comment on Stellar Blade yesterday. I gave it the biggest compliment I possibly could. I said, this feels like a video game, because it actually just feels like a video game. It's got fun visuals. It's got excellent vistas. It's got really good gameplay. I think the characters are pretty interesting. I think the character development's fine for them. You know, I think they're not the most developed characters, but I think there's good development between them, and there's good ambiguity with the whole synthetics and the whole organics and the whole blah blah blah. The chat who knows what I'm talking about, but it feels like a video game. It feels like I'm just playing a fun video game, and this could have released 10 years ago. Or this could have released 20 years ago, and it just feel like a fun video game. But if gamers are happy, games Uranialists are mad, and they have to find something to attack. So we saw them go after the hard R, which got censored to Crimer. By the way, look up Crimer in the Urban Dictionary and then have a giggle yourself, chat. They censored one thing and turned it into another. So which I found quite amusing in itself. They'll do anything. They'll try anything. So once that was done and altered, then they went after the costumes. Well, so it's so fucking weird, man.
It's entertainment journalism. I mean, games journalists are the worst of entertainment journalism. Followed, I mean, like barely eking out comic journalism, but it's all the same. So there's a disdain for the fan, disdain for the good products, because they all want to be political journalists. They don't want to be games journalists or comic book journalists. They don't give a fuck about anything. They all want to be fucking activists, and activists are no fun, and they don't like boobs and ass. So
yeah, I mean, this is obviously the classic, but it's so true. We demand to be included in your space to make it more diverse and inclusive. We demand you change this space to our liking and ban stuff that offends us. We demand you be kicked out of this space we created since you offended us. Lol. If you hate us, why don't you just make your own space? Boom.
Yep.
There we go.
Yep. And they all, oh my God. This needs to be a safe space for everyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
This
Gatekeep
fandom
the shit
needs
out
to
of
be
stuff.
safe, and then fucking, you know, everybody in entertainment, cons, bought in the show. These need to be safe spaces for everyone. Cosplay is not consent.
No, sure. But Mark has just received like a barrage of incredible hate. Here's like some of the things that they talk about in terms of censorship. This is porn. It hurt my eyes. I can't play these games. But who cares about the design? Gameplay's more important. You see, once you change it, once you get your way, suddenly it becomes, what does it matter? What does it matter? Respect women's. You hurt real women's. Men's fantasy bad. Angry because pixelated titties. Go watch porn or go outside. And we've seen a lot of people talk about, oh, look at these porn addicts. No, if they wanted to watch porn, they'd watch porn. There's no nudity. There's no nudity in Stellar Blade. She's just got revealing outfits on. It's just a bit of eye candy for people to watch. If they want to fucking whack it off, they just go into their browser and they'll fucking bring something up there. Porn addicts. But a gay guy getting fucked up the ass by a bear, stunning and brave. Stunning and brave, dude. That's stunning and brave. So it just shows examples of various censorships.
Dude, it's the same thing. It's like, why do you care so much? And then it goes to, it was always woke. And then you just hate women.
It's why do you care so much? After they have screamed and shouted and had it censored.
I know.
And once it's censored,
it doesn't matter. Pronouns don't matter.
Yeah. Now that they've been put in,
tell you how much
now that we've screamed for them to be put in, why does it matter?
Yeah.
Somebody sent me a picture of a golf game that's just come out, like a PGA golf game or something like that. You've got to stick fucking pronouns by your character.
What?
I just want a 7-iron. What are your pronouns? I want a 7-iron. Yeah, but I can't get the 7-iron out until I get your pronouns because I need to know the pronouns you got. Just give me the pitching wedge instead then. No. He's like, I would, but I gotta get your pronouns in your bio before we can proceed with the game. So important. The fuck? Fucking golf game.
Is it like PGA? Is it AAA? Well, obviously. I don't know. Is there any golf games out there? There might be, but
I know.
Him.
Yeah. As soon as you see that, you just know immediately the opinion's going to be invalid.
Oh, it's like I was walking.
This is what. Okay, so this is what he posted before he protected his tweets. Sexy Sword RPG demo. Finally, a sexy video game. The woke mind virus must be seething. Sexy Sword RPG. There you go. You see the censored? Let's put the censored on. I'm going to shit myself to death. Wow.
Left can't meme.
No, they really cannot.
It cannot meme.
Fucking hell. Phew. It's funny as hell how this retard was all smug, but as soon as people brought him evidence about censorship and his furry comics, oh dear.
He went into hiding. Oh. I mean, are pronouns in bio, are they just the person who wears a mask in public now? Are they the same thing? They have to be the same thing.
Well, if you've got pronouns in a bio, it shows that you don't have a mind of your own. Yeah. It shows that you're a coward, you're scared, and you must capitulate because you're worried of being destroyed / cancelled. I've seen some people who've now removed pronouns from their bio. Maybe
it's about time. Maybe there's help. Well, did you see that I tweeted last night? Let's see if I can find the headline about Gen Z. Carrie Smith originally tweeted that, so we got to give her credit there. Gen Z believes wokeism is only for ugly people. Are they right?
Yes.
The cult of woke has a certain aesthetic quality, but if rumors are to be believed, they are falling out of fashion and fast.
Dude, you can smell woke people online. You can smell them. There is a definite aesthetic. There's also a definite odor. When you see the pictures of them, you can smell these fucking pictures.
It's from Evie magazine.
Wow. Oh, okay, that's the one that supported Gina Carano, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's from Evie magazine. Yeah. I believe it is. That's fucking great. It's one of my favorite headlines of the year.
Here, let's
Nature is healing.
Nature. Well, I mean, I think as soon as it hits the normie sphere and the normies get sick of it, then it's terminal. So let's recap. Mark Kern, Grums. These people want you dead. Well, I mean, we've said that. We've said that many times, haven't we? Depending on, what it's about.
Oh, man. What is it this month?
Yeah, Gagler retards. He thinks people want to kill him for video games and plastic women figurines. Tone Man, I'll give $20,000 to anyone that kills Mark Kern. The irony, of course, being he's from Portland, Oregon, doesn't have any money. eats cat litter. Lives
Yeah,
off
I
cat
mean,
litter.
like, there's nothing to worry about, but
there's nothing to worry
it
about.
does,
but weirdos are calling
but
for
like
people to be
as
murdered.
other pointed out, if I said that about anybody, if you said that about, or Jeremy, anybody from Geeks and Gamers, Jeremy from the Quartering, Critical Drinker, Mahler, done on every platform except for Twitter, probably
Done on every platform with the caveat, well, not caveat, but with the brush of far right extremist
YouTuber calls for well, you know, deletion.
It's X, whatever you want to put, genocide.
Yeah.
It'd
be known far right bigot, whatever. That's what the headlines would be.
Oh, and this is just to prove that it has gone. There we go. Tone Man, this account doesn't exist. Whether or not that's because it's been deleted off by them or by Twitter, X, whatever, who knows?
Dude, and this is... I hate what fucking Access Media has done to fandom. A lot of this, corporatism, wokeism, DEI departments, but what fans the flames of most of this is Access Media.
Oh, well, dude, GameSpot editor Jessica Cogswell. Oh, that might be a Jessica, by the way. It might be a Jessica. I'll have to look. Describes petition and plan to uncensor Stellar Blade as the most unhinged behavior I've seen in quite some time. However, a gay guy getting fucked up the ass by a bear is stunning and brave.
Oh, how about article after article written about the Joker movie that will start some kind of incel riots?
Yeah.
Like that was totally hinged, by the way, not unhinged. That was completely hinged. We're fine with running that fucking narrative for months because and it was all over people. I wasn't, it was 2019, but people in a certain sphere were just like, hey, the movie looks good. And like, oh my God, all the bigots like it.
That's just it. As soon as the mass audience or the customers, the actual paying customers
yes,
enjoy something, that's it. Access Media mad. Access Media mad.
We tell you what to like. We tell you what to like. Like that MSNBC clip. We tell you what the truth is.
Yeah, oh my God.
We are the media now.
We need to find that one
again. We
again.
are the fucking media now. Everybody in that chat is the media now.
It's our job to tell people how to think, I think is the quote. It's our job to tell people what to think.
You know what?
Wow.
Think what you want.
Wow. What a mask off moment that one was.
That was, oh no, and they still believe that way. And they're not very good. See, the thing is, they get propped up by the cycle of access. The cycle of access. Access Media tells corporation what they want to hear, which helps promote their thing. They maintain access, and it's a cycle of destruction at this point. It's an obvious cycle of destruction.
This is from Farm Folks.
What the fuck is Farm Folks?
It's I think it is a video game. Hey folks, we like to address a recent post where we came to our community asking for feedback. Our intent is always to connect and grow with our players, but it's clear that we really missed the mark on our recent community feedback post. For that, we sincerely apologize. We all know where this one's going.
Yeah, where's this
going? Are you ready? Oh, wait for it. We had received concerns about the female player model's breast physics in the past, and we thought we should ask the community what felt more appropriate. Unfortunately, this
breast
crossed
physics.
a line.
I'm sorry. I'm stuck on breast physics.
Breast
there needs to be a professorship in that, by the way.
breast physics.
I am a professor of breast physics.
I am a connoisseur of breast physics, by the way. We tried to foster a welcoming community, and the post and subsequent replies made many of our community members uncomfortable and alienated. The reply made about 150% physics was also inappropriate, and we apologize for that. We're taking the necessary steps to learn from this, and we're committed to doing better moving forward. Never, ever apologize to these fucking weirdos. Council Pigs went after Farm Folk Game for including jiggle physics in their character and asking the community for feedback. They also joked about making it 150% more jiggly. They got brigaded into apologizing. Farm Folks never apologize to Woke Madness. Stand up to them, and you will make your game even more successful. Go 200% jiggle. Trigger them all, and you will see the profit roll in because you fought back. We are living in crazy, crazy times, my friend. Insanity. Absolute insanity. Let's get a little shout out to
what was that movie with God, why am I blanking on it? I hate being old. With all the women running without their shirts on. It was just it's an older movie. I can't remember it. And it's not a porn, it's like a regular movie. I can't remember what it was. But that's studying breast physics as you watch shirtless running women. Was it Meaning of Life? Yeah, Meaning of Life. Thank you. God, I thought it was Monty Python. I haven't seen Meaning of Life in a long time.
Neither have I. Yeah.
Thank you,
Neon,
chat.
this is from Clownfish, by the way. Hail Neon, by the way. And Clownfish. So Neon raises an important point. The reason game devs are so angry at the chuds who like Stellar Blade and AA games like Helldivers and Power World is because nobody is buying AAA. And this is true. AAA is failing massively because a lot of the time, by the way, AAA is only developing games as a service, which essentially means, Gary, that you're putting out a game to farm money after the release of the game.
Chariots of Fire.
And the games that the game.
No, I haven't seen Meaning of Life in like 20 years. I should watch it again. I should.
Yeah.
I actually have it in 4K. I just haven't even broken it open yet. But damn, I haven't seen it in 20 years. I watched Life of Brian like over and over again.
It's taken them like 7 years to develop a game. Then then they're producing it as a service because they want to farm that game for years afterwards. And the game's coming out based on that. So the game's coming out substandard because it's not actually developed from the standpoint of a fixed goal of entertaining the audience. It's like, no, we need to gatekeep this. We need to gate that. We need to slow that so that it pushes people into that. And so the games come out in the shit. Also, they don't have the talent anymore because the talent's all left. These
there's
BioWares and all. They're all gone.
God, there's so many. Because of the foundation of sand that is fucking identity politics, the message, whatever you want to call it, it leads to horrible hiring practices, piss poor HR, piss poor management, piss poor product. It all leads to, if you want to find one source, it is ideology. Ideology is the thing that, and Hollywood and gaming and everybody can all talk about, well, there's they're outsourcing this and we have too oversaturation. It's like, yes, those are all part of the reasons too. But if you have a pie chart and you want to look at what's behind most of the problems, half of that fucking pie chart is going to be message. The message leads to all these fucking problems because the message alienates people who pay for your shit, which is the most important thing. The single most important thing is us, the working man, the working woman out there, I've done many, don't do that anymore, but most of my life spent working 9 to 5, 40, 60, 80 hours a week, fucking insane jobs. And sometimes 2 jobs. And we get that little piece of Saturday and Sunday, maybe Friday night. And we want to just fucking chill.
Yeah.
That money, that is important to me. That's our little reward for working for the man.
Yes.
And telling everybody to fuck off all the time. I mean,
yes.
Dude, we will. Okay, we'll find something else. And they just, that's why these activists swarm to something that's popular, because they're locusts. They go in, they fucking destroy everything. They go to the next thing. And they never really left gaming, but gaming is going to be tough for them. It's going to be very tough, very tough and good.
Neon here again from Cloudfish. Really good point. I'd really love to get a stream with Neon and Mark and get talking about games. I mean, Gary's just too pro for that.
Yeah, we need to get some guys, with not as much knowledge, because I just ruin everything.
Up and comings, yeah.
Some up and coming guys like Grums and Neon would. Neon's awesome.
He is.
DM once in a while. He's a great guy.
He's a good guy. He's a really good guy.
Really
Big fan of Clownfish. Yeah. Developers have Kotaku and IGN to cover their AAA game releases. Who gives a shit what YouTubers think? This is actually a really, really good point. This isn't just a pwn. This is a really good point, because games media works in collusion with the games companies, the AAA companies, and they are given the access. We all know about Access Media, of course, to push these games. This is the viewing figures.
Dude, it's what we talked about before. It's like interviewing a fucking jock after a game in sports ball. They tell you fucking nothing. These are just infomercials. There's nothing exciting about it. Occasionally, you'll get a movie star who's off the cuff and charming and can say something funny, but not really. Like, most of it is this. It's like, that's why I don't run out and try to interview people, because they're just not that exciting.
You put a video out, right? You've got let's pick the biggest. What's the biggest? 1.8K 5 days ago. You get 1.8K views on your video within the first minute. You'll have 40, 50, 60, 70, 80,000 in the first hour. Right?
Ranges, but yeah. Okay, I mean,
but if you were to, let's just say you, and let's just break kayfabe for a second here, Gary. Okay.
What's that?
You're not a gamer. You don't know much about gaming.
I don't.
But what you do know a lot about, and what people really love, is you are smart. You do have a lot of knowledge in pop culture, and you know how the mechanics of this works. You know how the virus of this woke fucking mind virus, whatever you want to call it, you know how it works. You know how it operates. You know how the system works. So you can apply that to video games. You can apply that to comics. You can apply that to TV, to film. And that's what makes you very compelling to listen to. So you could do a video about Stellar Blade, not understand about video games per se, or having played the game, but you can understand all the mechanics around why people are screaming about this, why censorship is bad, etc., etc. You would put a video out, you would get hundreds of thousands of views on that video. Guaranteed.
Well, it's repeated patterns. It's the same. A system of entertainment works generally the same way. Generally, right?
But
we make something
to say.
Yeah, and we through like comics or movies or whatever, we can see the repeated pattern of like, hey, there's a reason this is entertainment. This is a leisure brand. It is not meant particularly gaming, right? You could Fallout has messaging in it, right? I mean, there's the nuclear war is bad, right? But there's messaging in games, but it has to be entertainment first. And like with movies, you can make a specific movie that's absolutely a documentary about some political agenda or whatever, and that's fine. Jeremy said it earlier today, and he's right. It's balance. It is the rules of entertainment have to be balanced to reach the most people possible, right? and gaming is not a niche. There's niches within gaming, but it's not a fucking niche. So but the fact of the matter is you want to make something fun, entertaining, fun. And if you're going to throw in a couple things and not alienate everybody, whatever, who gives a shit? And that's the same for comics, games, movies, especially of popular culture, specifically popular culture. It's again, as you say, it's not rocket science. We're seeing the same shit happen everywhere. Everywhere. Yeah. When fucking beer goes woke, when beer, beer,
and it ain't just Bud Light. We're talking Miller as well, and Coors, many brands. When razor blades for men go fucking woke, boys will be boys. Fuck you, man. Time to get shaving some women's faces, you bigots. We lost $8 billion off our share price. Worth it.
Boobs.
No, not
boobs
really.
Boobs have sold lots of magazines. Boobs have sold lots of comics.
Sells.
Yes. Brought a lot of people to the box office. Sold a lot of fucking beer. A lot of fucking beer and a lot of video games.
Why is James Bond still so popular? Men want to be him. Women want to be with him.
There's James Bond is cool, and there's a bunch of fucking hot women and cool tech in his movies.
Appeals to everybody. The fantasy of Bond appeals to all, men and women.
Yep.
Doctor Who appealed to men and women.
Used to.
Once upon a time.
Now it appeals to
nobody.
Nobody.
No, sorry, that's a lie. Now it appeals to a percentage of 3%.
A percentage of a percentage. Yes.
Yeah. That's who it appeals to now, because that's who it's made for.
It's not even the full alphabet it appeals to. It appeals to a couple of letters in that alphabet.
Yeah.
that's
and probably not the first three.
No.
So we're dealing with that's why people like Kotaku and IGN and GameSpot and all this lot, that's why they're so mad. They have no relevance. They're desperate for relevance, but they're still connected to the games companies. They still have that I would say symbiotic relationship, but now it's like a parasitic relationship. They have that parasitic relationship
it is
with
parasitic.
them.
It is absolutely parasitic.
Also anti-customer.
It's very anti-customer. And that's the part, like, we've been talking about this a long time now, and that's the one question we've heard from the beginning is, why? This doesn't make them any money. Why?
That's actually Scarlett Johansson's breasts.
Oh, I love how you know.
I do, yeah. I do believe they're Scarlett Johansson's breasts. I don't think they're Sydney Sweeney's. I think they're Scarlett Johansson's. I'm just saying.
Sydney Sweeney likes that low cut like that, though. So I can see why.
So
people
do
would think that. Don't cheat. Whose breasts were those?
I think they were Scarlett Johansson's. Horny Alf, can we get a confirmation on that, please? Can we get a confirmation?
Yes. Somebody asked where Mahler is. He is in sensitivity training right now.
Yes.
But with Ryan Kinnell. Ryan Kinnell's running his sensitivity training. Ryan should do a DEI video, an instructional, get the VHS filter on it and do like what not to do in the workplace. That'd be great. That'd be
Gary,
awesome.
would you buy this toy? I'm
not buying any toys.
No, you haven't seen it yet.
I got I got an earful with the fucking Megatron, dude.
I would buy this toy in a heartbeat, just saying, okay? Marvel's Collector's Angry Wife.
Yes. Oh my God. In a second. Fucking make this happen.
I want it. Make it right now. I would buy this.
Got $1.
Should be Collector's Hot Angry Wife, by the way. I'm just saying. This is
brought up. I saw that fucking Megatron, and I'm like, God, I'm trying to save money right now. Okay, trying to save money because I have kids. I'm trying to save money for my kids.
Whatever.
You're like, whatever,
Fuck 'em.
right?
Fuck 'em.
Well, that's what I said when I saw that Megatron. I'm like, fuck them.
Yes, we got confirmation they were Scarlett Johansson's breasts. I
That
know my tits.
Attaboy. Yeah, that Roboson Megatron.
I've already ordered it. Already ordered it. Fuck yeah.
I also got it was the same day I bought I have one more space for a 1-Up arcade game in my game room, and I have a game room. Yes.
Dude,
that I will be gaming from. And I had one more spot. So I got the X-Men game. And the reason I got the X-Men game is because it's got the Captain America and the Avengers game in it. I'm like, oh, I used to have that in my store. So
any comment on this? R&B singer Tank says,
wait. Is this our gay black rappers segment?
This is our gay black rapper segment.
We need a song.
We had to remove it from FNT, but we've brought it back for real BBC. Tank says
you read that.
Tank says sucking dick doesn't make you gay because the art of being gay is being gay. No, it definitely does. No, it definitely does. Yeah, I'm in that corner. I mean, pretty. Yeah, I think it does.
I'm gonna say one of the major aspects of being gay is you like you like to suck dick.
As a gay man, is you like sucking dick.
I don't think I'm going out on a limb by saying that, right?
No, I think that's pretty solid. I think that's pretty solid.
I'm gonna say if you're a dude, right? You're a dude.
Hey, dude, I'm getting wrecked here on Twitter. Let's just give somebody the attention that they want. Oh no, look, fucking pronouns. Oh no. Let's just have a look at this. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Looks a little mid-trend.
You know, this guy's got the look of I'm gonna grape that person that I've been stalking, and he took this picture while currently stalking. But he's an ally. He's probably wearing "I'm an ally" t-shirt.
He looks like a vaccinated male feminist.
Oh, he looks very vaccinated, and he's probably going to appear on the next episode of Law and Crime.
Okay.
Nice.
Unintentionally. Unintentionally.
It's oil.
Who puts their fucking age in their bio? I'm 30.
I'm 30. I'm
like
he,
totally 30.
I'm totally an ally. I'm looking for like the perfect girl to like to be with.
Could you put up RMB's tweet?
Yeah.
Because this is pretty funny. This has been going around today about The Rock.
I haven't seen this, so you're gonna have to explain this one to me.
Oh, The Rock is a fucking asshole.
Oh, no shit.
The Rock is a fucking asshole. So
this shocks me.
Yeah, this is from the Rap Pro. You go to the article that's within his tweet.
Okay.
Read one down how Dwayne Johnson's tardiness led to a $250 million runaway production exclusive. The Amazon MGM film was delayed to November 2024. Wait till you hear why.
For more than 2 decades, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has nurtured a reputation as a hard-working, muscle-bound action comedy movie star with considerable box office drawing power. Not really, though. I mean, has he really got a legacy at the box office? Anyway, but Red One, a high-powered Christmas crowd pleaser for Amazon MGM, has turned into a massive budgetary misadventure, casting Johnson's fame and work ethic in a different light. Originally slated during the 2023 Christmas season, the Red One theatrical release has been delayed to November 2024, supposedly due to last year's labor strikes, but the real story is a lot messier. Production issues ranging from Johnson's chronic lateness and lack of professionalism on set to producers' inexperience
hold the line right there. Producer inexperience from Amazon MGM. How Jennifer Salke still has a fucking job. She has a little bit of a problem with runaway budgets, right? And by the way, Amazon you were forced to pay a couple of extra bucks to not get ads.
Yes.
To not get ads for the amazingly successful Amazon studios that didn't have a single thing fucking chart in 2023 officially. And that is from the guy who, and that where does that information come from? The guy who founded Amazon Prime. No longer there.
Yes, no longer there.
So
though,
yeah, Jennifer Salk or Salky, whatever fucking name is, the one who ran the Rings of Power budget is out of control.
How the fuck $250 million budget for a rock movie?
What about that series that Rob Stark was in? Richard Madden series. Can't even remember the name. It was so fucking generic. That one cost almost as much as the Rings of Power.
Wow.
And it was Russo brothers. And nobody watched it. Nobody gave a fuck. So cost
Citadel, apparently.
Citadel, thank you. Citadel. Yeah, it's something fucking boring.
According to more than a dozen insiders directly involved with the project, the Red One production was a perfect storm of problems compounded by the inexperience of the film's lead producer, Hiram Garcia, and Amazon MGM feature and production executives Julia
Rappaport
and Glenn Gaynor, who are overseeing the project.
Fucking just rolled, dude. By the way, this is Salky. This is Salky rolling the fucking bus over these people. She's a fucking nasty wench. That one.
Insiders told the Wrap that Johnson showed up as much as 8 hours late. Fucking.
That's worse than Bryan Singer.
Well, he wouldn't turn up at all.
He would disappear for 2 weeks and have little boy parties.
He'd have little boy parties with
totally
people.
Innocent until proven guilty, but he did run to fucking Israel to avoid allegations. Let's just point that out.
That's like running to a gas chamber in Auschwitz to avoid.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, you might as well right now. It fucking is. Where to go? Yeah, I need to go somewhere safe.
I need to flee to the place where there's
Israel.
a war. Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Well, I think Israel is.
When you're running to a war zone to escape shit. Oh, jeez, man. On set, away from his trailer, if he needs to pee, he doesn't go to the public bathroom, said one insider who knows the movie star well. He pees in a Voss water bottle, and his team or a PA has to dispose of it.
You shit. Here, piss boy. Fuck that shit. I mean, like, okay, you got to piss in a water bottle. Everybody's had to do it, but man, dispose of it your fucking self.
Amazon was hoping to launch a potential franchise with Red One, which is about a villain, oh God, who kidnaps Santa Claus from the North Pole, after which an elf, extremely large and formidable, operative joins forces with a bounty hunter to find Santa and save Christmas. The script was written by frequent collaborator. Fucking this word's coming in now, isn't it? Collaborator. Chris Morgan, a longtime Fast and Furious scribe, and directed by Johnson.
Directed by Johnson regular Jake Kasdan. Jake fucking Kasdan. Nepo baby. You all right?
No.
You get a serious phone call there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chat's mum.
Huh?
Chat's mum.
Whose mom?
Chat's.
Oh, Chat's mom? Okay.
At the first ever CinemaCon this year, Amazon MGM took the unusual step of premiering footage from the film to a small group of urinalists handpicked by Johnson's publicist, Meredith O'Sullivan. The journalists were shown about 10 minutes of footage, but not allowed to write about what they saw.
What's the fucking point? What's the point of being there?
It's a waste of money.
Hey, we'll let you see stuff. Can't say anything, though. Just be sure to say nice things when the movie comes out. Yeah, that Amazon's never done that before with the Rings of Power.
Johnson, who advocates for himself as the hardest worker in the room, has developed a reputation in the industry for his lateness and lack of professionalism on set, according to multiple insiders who spoke to the Wrap. Said one, Red One insider, the only thing Dwayne was consistent at was being chronically late. The example of Johnson's tardiness are numerous and well documented, from showing up late to fan events to leaving entire sets idle while he was off doing 3-hour workouts. Earlier this month, he was 3 hours late, arriving ahead of his main event match at WrestleMania 40. Two insiders told the Wrap for WWE World, a WWE fan event in Philadelphia leading up to WrestleMania 40. Johnson showed up 2 hours behind schedule, drawing boos from the crowd and criticism from the local Philadelphia press. According to a WWE insider, Johnson's late arrival was due to other WWE commitments, as well as traffic in Philadelphia on the way to the WWE World venue in Center City.
Blah, blah, blah. He was late. He's late a lot.
You're booing because The Rock's a little late. That's why you're booing Johnson. He was, by the way, he was portraying a heel persona throughout WrestleMania. The Rock was watching YouTube, watching Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts lose in the playoffs again. Playing to his heel persona, Johnson added, "You boo because it's the truth. Now The Rock has shown up. You got greatness in front of you. You stand there, shut your mouth, and enjoy the ride that The Rock is taking on you on." Yeah, he was a heel at WrestleMania, so you know, turning up on time and shit doesn't kind of feed into that.
But like, costing a movie that much extra money. I mean,
well, we're
honestly,
gonna get that now.
I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't give a fuck. I'm here eating popcorn and laughing at this whole fucking situation for a Christmas movie that's coming out this year that, quite frankly, will probably be watched by more people than any movie going into theaters in December, because there are none. Well, except for War of the Rohirrim. That might be good. God, I hope Rings of Power comes out later this year and it does kind of go up against War of the Rohirrim. That'd be fucking funny.
I think it's kind of, I'm gonna speculate.
I think it's coming out this year.
I think it's coming out
this year.
Yeah.
I think it is. And I think probably gonna I think they're gonna, like, the way they promoted things in the past is like it's about a month out before they put out trailers. So they're not going to do a big lead up, because last time they did it didn't work out so well for them.
Yeah, we got Johnson was late an average of 7 to 8 hours per day and missed several entire days of production, ballooning costs by at least $50 million, according to three insiders who insisted on anonymity for fear of being fired. It was a fucking disaster, said one. On days where Johnson didn't show up at the at all, the production crew was forced to shoot around him, the insiders added. Dwayne truly doesn't give a fuck, one insider said bluntly. In response to questions from the Wrap, two sources close to production and one close to $7, all insisted that Johnson averaged no more than 1 hour late to the Red One set. One source close to Amazon MGM said the budget never veered far from the figured Amazon greenlit the movie at $250 million. It is completely normal for there to be budget fluctuations within 15% of the target, which is exactly what we experienced, the person said. Production start dates on Red One was shown twice due to Johnson's commitments to the Young Rock series, which are now, I believe, has been cancelled. The XFL's relaunch, which is now stopped as well.
It's canceled.
The extensive Black Adam press tour,
which canceled the DCU. Gee, I wonder why he went back to wrestling. Huh?
Yeah. Woo. But it was interesting because at WrestleMania, the way people were talking about The Rock, there was definitely a lot of chatter around. He just doesn't seem to. He was kind of like shitting on Hollywood a bit, and but not in his heel kind of persona, just in general. And it really felt like he's maybe getting a bit sick and tired of the process
of Hollywood. I could see that. Yeah, like I'm gonna fulfill some obligations, but you know, it's on the wane. It's on it's an industry on the way down. It is an industry that is no longer as significant as it used to be. It's an industry that will not climb the heights it did just a few years ago. The box office is down from last year, which wasn't great in the first quarter last year. And they're charging more. They're doing the trick comic books did for so long, charging more money to fewer customers, charging more for tickets to fewer customers. And then people are going to be done with that, especially after this year. after this year. Quite frankly, streaming is not a profitable model in any way, but I think more interesting stuff will be on streaming than in the theater for the most part this year.
Yeah, what if you want
I would argue that's already happened, by the way, but
it's not profitable. This can't long term. This can't work for Amazon. You can't. You can have a pit of money. You can be $1 trillion company, but if you're beholden to shareholders and your streaming services losing is not sustainable.
Well, why did they? Comixology was a big fucking money pit for them, and they just combined it with something, and that's probably what they'll end up doing. I mean, I bet you Prime Video makes its most money off of rentals, off of people just renting shit. I think that's probably where they make the vast majority of their money on Prime. They're not making any money off of a stupid Christmas movie with The Rock that cost $250 million. They wouldn't make money off it if it cost $100 million.
No,
that kind of movie should cost $30 million, $20 million,
$50 million, mate.
$250 million. It's
insanity.
So, and the reason Amazon is a $1 trillion company, and the reason billionaires are billionaires, is they don't fucking waste money.
Yes. Right. Let's get into supers.
Yeah, 15 million.
Let's get into super dupers.
But like that's insane, and it feels like a holdover from a couple of years ago.
Look, we saw Godzilla -1 made on a $12 million budget, approximately. Approximately $12 million budget. Great movie, very well written, brilliantly shot, great cinematography. There's not any more praise you can really give. It was absolutely fantastic. Great acting, whole process. Looked good, didn't look cheap, didn't look tacky, looked absolutely excellent. Had a small team of CGI crew working on the special effects. 250 fucking million for Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who he's no Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, he's not.
When you look at Arnold's legacy of films, my God, you just reel them off. What's The Rock's legacy? He has none. He has none. There is no movie legacy for The Rock. So you legalize out of hood, you sexy munchkin. He's being a naughty boy.
Is he?
TGV, he's been a very naughty boy. TGV Monster with a $5 says, hi, Asmauler and Gary. Funny how it's been 5 years since The Long Night, the worst battle in history. It was a long fucking night for me. Watching that shit. Oh, 5 years. Oh, God. Taker 610 with a $5 says, can you... we went through that, Taker. Thank you. We went through that. Outraz with a $5 says, hail the real BBC. Mauler, besides Dragonheart, y'all should watch Beowulf for EFAP movies. I think it'd be neat. Cheers. I think he's working, but he's hovering in chat. Marksman at 117B with a $2 says, Mauler, who is making anti-feral ghoul medicine. You? Pie Guy with a £2 says CGI Stan Lee in future MCU projects was in my news. Kim Husby with a 24 months says hail to Heel versus Slurpy Face, Slurprotic, and Slurpola, and Slurpray Girl. You guys are the best. Cheers.
Slurp you.
Slurp you.
Slurp you.
Slurp you.
Da 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 da. Slurp all for you.
Slurp. Thank you, Kim. Mr. Gentleman with a $10 says Gary was going to be on time, but then he got high. Azra's gonna stop ogling Trent. Oh God, fuck off, mate.
But then I got high.
Thank
Gary's
you.
Gonna be on time, but he got high.
Gary was here on time.
I was.
Gary was here on
Afro
time.
Man, who did the original for that song, did the Hunter Got High song that dropped last night. It was pretty funny.
Hunter Cider Hype with a $2 says, did you see the Schlaporians? Sure.
Yes.
Kenneth
They were
LaRoque
Schwippo.
with a 13-month. Thank you, Kenneth. Ian Corrals with a $5 says, quick, if we all come together and chant Fallout TV show was great, maybe the disturbance will be enough to force Mauler to come on the show.
Oh, Fallout was great, Mahler. Everything made sense within the show. It was completely logical.
No, it was not good.
From beginning to end. Wasn't woke at all. There was no intersectionalism to be found at all. Really likable characters. Lots of likable characters. No message.
Like the girl. I like the
message. Girl. Oh, the girl's hot. Okay. I mean, like
the girl.
Oh,
the girl. Lucy was hot. She was hot.
I didn't say that. The girl was hot. The ghoul was not.
Whatever,
Goggins.
Whatever,
I said girl. Walton Goggins is fucking great. Like he's a dude. See Justified. Fuck Fallout. Mahler, go watch Justified.
He's great in Django Unchained. Piston with a €6 says 2 weeks from now is the deadline for your Doctor Who top 5. If you wait any longer, Gary will probably die of old age, and Az will have finished his fitness journey. Hey, day 1 of 100 days of accountability starts tomorrow. My members know what that's about if you watched Afternoon Tea with us.
100 days of accountability.
Uh-huh.
Why has it got to be 100? Why can't it be 101?
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you why it's 100 later.
Okay.
I'll put it in private chat.
So it's like 100 days in a row of not praising tits on men, or I mean, like, what's the goal here?
Sure, that's exactly.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha. It's just what I said, by the way.
I just put ogling man's tits.
Yeah.
B Chain 315 with a 20 says, "Hail BBC, big beautiful crimers. Just got to Zion
I'm a
City.
crimer. At least I'm an honorary. I mean, I'm a legit crimer. I'm a legit crimer. I have committed crimes in an sense.
In an urban sense.
In the urban sense. In a hard R sense, I committed crimes.
Just got to Zion City in Stellar Boobs. Loving the game. I sympathize with those who decided to return the game. I cancelled my PlayStation Plus subscription. Don't think Shift Up should be penalized. I agree. I don't think Shift Up should be penalized at all. People are saying that Shift Up made this decision. I'm willing to bet a lot of money this decision came from Sony and not Shift Up. If you want to, I wouldn't cancel the game. I wouldn't do that because this is one of those you can't win scenarios here. Because if you cancel the game because of this, the journos win because they are using your anti-censorship rhetoric to get you, and that they don't remember. They've got no morals or scruples. They don't care how they get you. They just want to get you, and they want to use your anti-censorship stance against you now. And if you stay with it, that's what's going to get them more mad. If you actually stay with it, play the game, and judge the game based on the content.
Do you want to hand a victory to Alyssa McCunty?
Yeah, by the way, she was on one of those videos that was listed in Kotaku. 1.3K in 5 days, I think it was, or 3 days. So again, this is a person who was desperate for attention, got a spark of it, but is in reality just the fucking prostitute whore that she said she was, and is admitted to being a prostitute. Just hoard herself out for a moment and actually has no value at all. So there's that. So yeah, don't let these people use your own morals and scruples against you. Judge the game based on its content. By the way, that does not in any shape, way, or form excuse the censorship. Remember that as well. John the Casual Artist has been a member for 2. As love you, buddy. Need Gary Poppins plushie. Gary Poppins. What? It'd be Poppins. So it'd be Gary Poppers more like. Stephen Coig or Cogue. I think we've had this conversation before, haven't we, Stephen? With a £5 says, no word of a lie. Work has been a bit quiet, and as soon as the real BBC starts, the lines start to get busy. Either love you guys. Hail. Thank you, Stephen. Marvelous DC Girl has been a member for 11. Thank you. Dark Resurrect with a $10 says, shame on Longus Manus. Schlurpo demands respect. Absolutely. Ian Carell's again with a $5 says, if you have too much Schlurpo, is that a Schlurplus? No, too much Slurpo is Schlurpo. Come on now.
Yes.
ADs has been a member for 19. Says Schlurpos. Please more Schlurpos.
Schlurpos.
X Purple Thighs with a $2 says smash his headset and camera on desk. Fuck!
Schlurpo.
Oh, I hope I didn't trigger you, X Purple Thighs. Love you. Josh Kelsey dropping a 20. Thank you, Josh.
John Campia?
No, John.
Josh Kelsey, what's up? What's up, Josh?
Remix. Robot with a $5. Ready for the merch. Schlurpo X Gulp Shito. A Star Wars romance story. Wow. Stunning und brave.
Stunting und brave.
Stunting und brave.
Dude, a fucking beer fest. I just watched Beer Fest. Oh, we didn't even get this subject of I'm making a video it's gonna be part of the segment, but Jerry Seinfeld went out and like he's done this before, by the way. He's been doing this pretty consistently for a few years, just calling out like woke, a PC, not really woke, political correctness ruining comedy. And I was watching Beer Fest. I'm like, they just don't fucking make shit like this because the German accents are so like they're so fucking bad. It's like or Canadians, I can't remember. Americans doing like bad German accents. It's so fucking funny, dude. I just when they're you're going to cry. Ooh, it's so
cry now.
Dying. And my kids like looking at me. I'm like, this. He's all, what's funny about that? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is I'm laughing.
It just is. It's Gam Gam's not a whore. Fucking Beer Fest is so good. If you haven't seen Beer Fest, I don't drink beer. Beer Fest is great.
National Lampoon's European Vacation.
Oh, dude, that one's great too.
MS with a €10 support for another Stellar Blade copy. Oh, yeah, funny you should say that, by the way, because I actually do have a physical copy. If you want, chat, you can get a physical copy, put it into your PlayStation 5, make sure either auto updates are turned off or that your PlayStation 5 is not connected to the internet, and this is uncensored.
I have physical copies of a couple of games for my, and they're all still in the plastic for my PS5 that is still in the box.
Yeah, boy.
Last time I got a PS4,
yes,
I got to look at it. I took it out of the box and hooked it all up. Went to work a couple days, came back, it was gone. It was in my kid's room. I never saw it again. Like shit. Oh well.
That's how it should be.
I mean, you're right. The kids played the shit out of Spider-Man. So
the first one.
Yeah, the first one. Dude, I played the remember the Spider-Man games from the movies? And not Amazing Spider-Man from the Sam Raimi movies. Those were fucking fun. Those were good. Really good.
Oh, yeah. The PS1.
Yeah.
That was, Breezy Comics and Collectibles has been a member for a month. Says, everyone's gay but me. You're a little bit gay. Come on now.
You're pretty gay.
Yeah, very gay. EO with a membership for 7 says, the feckless scions of Tolkien's children are not but witless poltroons.
Word.
Shark Dentures with a $2 suggestion. Chris have Sauron be the Sauron of Lord of the Rings. Wow. That's some out of the box thinking there, dude.
I don't know. That might be a little bit much. We're making it for modern audiences, and I don't think having Sauron be Sauron, I mean, Russell T. Davies said he wanted Doctor Who to be Stranger Things. I would say Doctor Who should be Doctor Who, but
I think Doctor Who is definitely Stranger Things.
Oh, it is, especially with Jinx Monsoon or whatever the fuck that is as their big villain.
Yeah, they're not the master, by the way.
No, the master's done. The master has been put away for a while. Because there's probably some PC reason. It's probably his fucking name. That's my guess.
Oh,
that's just pure speculation. Speculation.
I think you could be right.
I think it's his name.
The Smeegs has been a member for 2 years. Is hell my favorite Schlurpos. So, fun news, Afro Man re-recorded Cause I Got High.
Yes.
And changed it to Hunter Got High.
Yes, he did.
I guess people are really getting sick of Clown World. Anyways, hail chat and real BBC.
Dude,
Hunter,
yeah.
that's the
when a weed smoking black guy is like calling out Hunter Biden, it's fucking glorious, by the way. It's Hunter glorious.
Biden's a weed smoking pedophile.
Anybody. Well, Hunter Biden is a crack smoking pedophile, but no, like Afro. For one, I love that. Again, I don't smoke weed, but I love that song. I always love that song. Dude, Kevin Smith's in his video.
Yes,
in the OG video, Kevin
the
Smith,
OG, yeah,
Jay and
Silent
Bob
Bob
are in the video.
Bob. Yeah.
But no, that's culture shifting, and I like it. Sure, it's on the nose. The guy was a one-hit wonder, and he did it again. Probably need the money, but who gives a fuck? There was some thought put into that song. And I think it's hilarious. And that's how you win. Mockery.
Correct.
You get fucking angry and scream at the top of your lungs and like we do, but mockery. Mockery is what gets them.
For all the screaming and shouting that we do plenty of fucking mocking, and that's what really gets under the skin.
Well, yeah, because they can't take it. Like getting mocked is part of life, by the way, and it's how you take it. Right? It's like, who gives a shit, Don't
take yourself too seriously.
Do not. Some stuff is, I mean, like, I've seen some stuff in the past about me. It's got a good chuckle out of it. It's like, oh shit.
Do you see how Danky fucking draws me in the animation?
I know, right? It's like whatever.
I look like the fucking dog at the end of The Fly too.
I like, you're old. I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking old. I am past my prime. I used to be younger and prettier.
Yeah, we all did.
I'm on the downhill slide. What's your point? At least I'm not dumb as fuck. So I'm just dumb.
we're all dumb on the inside.
Yeah.
Lord Kev C with the £20 says, "Hail Real BBC as any plans to cross the Pennines to Liverpool Comic Con. I've got a photo with the Red Dwarf crew and hoping to add to my Batman collection. Currently bridging the gap between Legacy and Cataclysm." No, not this year, but maybe next year. Looking to go around. Looking to do some shopping though. I'm looking to do some shopping. I'll shake some hands, but also looking to do some shopping. Subhuman 84 with the $5 says, "Who's the best captain? Sheridan from Babylon 5 or Adama from Battlestar Galactica?"
Which Adama?
Yeah, which
which Adama? Because if it's I'm going to say Sheridan's better than
James Earl Osmus is awesome.
But yeah, the new remake Adama is Lauren Green Adama is not as good as Sheridan.
No.
But new Adama's the GOAT. Like
Osmus is GOAT. He's phenomenal.
The American Me Too. Great movie.
Irina Vladimirovna Putina with a $10 says, "Nah, the best interview about a loss was a coach flubbing his words, but then immediately committing to calling for a complete three-time execution of the entire team. YouTube censorship leet speak." Yeah, execute. I had to work around that one. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, we have to go back to YouTube speak for a little while because they did some major, we saw the black cat walk by twice and they changed something. And almost every FNT got fucking hit. And some of them, some of them were tame, absolutely tame episodes where we just talked about Fallout for 3 hours and they got hit. All but one got hit last month. That's the first time that's happened, ever. Oh, okay. and on both my BBCs got hit too. So on my live section, it is fucking yellow for the month of April. That's it. It's weird. Weird.
That tricky dude with the 10 Canadian says, I think Az should have been the world's greatest high school studies teacher. The greatest high school social studies teacher. There would have been base kids running around nowadays, not these fucking weirdos. Zed with a 20 check said, hey, Gary, YMS said that you lied about Leslie Headland.
Who's YMS? Oh, your movie sucks?
That's the guy that drink
is she not a former personal assistant to Harvey Weinstein?
Like she is.
Yeah,
what's the lie? I don't know what the lie is.
Did she not write a play about her experience and try to like frame herself as like yes, I didn't see the play. She did. So, but this is going off of so did she not write a play? I don't know.
Your channel's under attack, dude.
Is she not show running a terrible series? Is she not a lesbian?
Hey, Gary, that's unfair. That is the lie. Is she show running a potentially terrible series? Because we haven't seen it yet.
I don't know.
Yeah, who cares?
Okay, that's fine.
Cool story, bro.
A cool story, right? I could have got something wrong, you know. That's absolutely possible. But lying is it's intent. So
Mozambino
Waller loves YMS, by the way. Sorry.
Sure.
Yeah.
That costume makes it look like he's going to help Flash Gordon defeat Ming the Merciless, but devoid of any charm. Flash!
Another fucking movie held together by a great banger of a soundtrack.
Dude,
by Queen.
I said that earlier.
You did? I'm saying it again. I'm just reaffirming.
He doesn't fucking listen to a word.
I am reaffirming what you said that I didn't listen to.
I needed validation.
I'm glad, dude, before Big Chief went under, I'm glad they did put out it took 3 years, but I got the Flash Gordon, the Ming.
I didn't
looking
get
at
those.
them right now. They're fucking amazing.
I wanted my updated Capaldi. I'm really pissed about that.
The thing about Big Chief though is like they're really good as just statues. Do not like if you're gonna move the arms or anything, be very careful because they were made like shit. They were made like absolute shit.
A Marcellus with a $5 is Black History Month, Captain America 4, Stunning and Brave New World, starring Black Captain Falcon and Green
That's
Card
why
Falcon.
it's February. Oh, you're right.
Oh,
you're fucking right. You are 100% right. Oh,
you are as well.
They're gonna try to replicate Black Panther. They're gonna try to replicate Black Panther. Oh my fucking God. And it's going to be right after we probably get a new president. Oh, shit.
Well, it's going to be Biden because he's going to steal the fucking election. Dude, they just hired millions of new voters.
Oh, they're just letting them in. It's yeah.
If Batman had a parrot with a $10.
Oh my God, you're right though. I didn't even think about that.
Wish list for FNT guests. Jeremy Johns, he's got the balls to do it. Esther from Piers Show and Batman's parrot. Could be fun.
Batman's parrot?
Him.
Esther would be fun. I mean, I don't know if she knows who we are or anything. It's no diss on her. The couple times I've talked to her, she's, just with Piers, she's been fucking great. Jeremy Johns, I'd love to have on, but I think Jeremy, I talked to him at CinemaCon. That was like the best part of CinemaCon is I got to talk to Jeremy Johns. He's exactly how he is in his videos. Very charming, nice person. But he just does videos. I don't think he does live streams in any way, shape, or form. But he would be always welcome at any time. Whenever he wants to show up, we'd have him on. Absolutely.
Naso Kashef with a 5 Bagnon says, hey, Az, when are we getting a MILF Manor review for the first episode? I'm waiting for it like hot bread.
Did it come out already?
I've been checking. It wasn't out for Captain Jack Sparrowing. So I hit up Disproo, and I am now in possession of a copy of MILF Manor season 2, episode
isn't there
1.
a dad and a son trying to hit the same girl?
Well, there's no dads in MILF Manor.
Is it? I saw Odin tweeted about it and called it a sin.
I have not.
Yeah.
Of course, it's a sin. It's end of the world television.
Yeah.
I have not seen it yet, so I don't know. But I am hoping my new bathroom starts being installed tomorrow. So I don't know how much noise is going to go on, but I'm going to attempt to make the MILF Manor season 2, episode 1 video for you tomorrow, guys, for the 1st of May, meaning that I put out a whole one video this month, and that video was like, videos are coming. And it was also completely not an advert for our plushies, which are linked in the pinned comment above.
Link in the pinned comment.
Buy us plushies, please. Buy us plushies often. So yeah, fingers crossed for tomorrow. But there'll be a lot more videos in May than the one video in April. Albatross, there was live streams, and Big Booby Butt Lady. Albatross with a $5 says Marvel isn't failing. Our audience is just highly regarded.
I know.
What an excuse.
Marvel, we're not failing. Our audience is just a bunch of retards that can't pay attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Typical.
So again, what you're saying was the Marvels was actually good. Ant-Man was actually good.
No.
That's what you're saying.
No.
Thor: Love and Thunder was good.
God, garbage.
Wakanda Forever was good.
Garbage.
You remember that? Like that movie did make $700 million worldwide too. How in the fuck did that even happen?
Because it was writing.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, it was painful to watch.
It was utterly fucking terrible.
Like the longest film I've ever seen in my fucking life.
What they did to Namor is unforgivable.
Well, you can thank Victoria Alonso for that shit.
Victoria Alonso and Kevin Feige. Because they didn't have the full rights. They didn't have the full distribution rights because they fall under, I think, there's some weird thing going on with their.
Wasn't it Universal?
Yeah. So they couldn't call him the Submariner.
Yeah. But they couldn't call him Namor correctly either.
When I was a kid, I called him the Submariner. I didn't know it was Mariner.
Hey, we all live in the yellow submariner.
Yeah.
Ministry of Wrong Think with the $10 says, remember when they praised She-Hulk and said they predicted the Chuds reactions? This is what they wanted, and now it's the Chuds ruined it.
Yep. Well, it's that meme. It's that Charlie's Angels meme. This wasn't made for white men. Why didn't white men come and see this movie?
Yes.
It's like, what the fuck?
Yes. Young Stov with a 1-month membership says, Hell as and Gary, it's a new, but have you read any of the new Ultimate Spider-Man? We've talked about it. It's based and really good so far.
He has.
Great art, hot MJ, Family Man Pete. Yeah, I'm reading it, and it's excellent so far. It's really, Hickman is doing really good stuff there. The Raging D-Head with a $2 says Chelsea Handler equals MCU She-Hulk.
Yeah. I think that's pretty accurate. Her worldview. But that's like your typical childless wine box swilling woman who's eternally in her 20s, even though they're between the age of 30 and 60 in Hollywood. It does represent them. Like, it absolutely represents your average female working in Hollywood. Your average, even though it was just a gal, she really found the voice of the woke white woman in that.
This isn't a woke white woman, but do you want to see one of the most regarded takes? I'm going to present. Actually, sorry. I've got rid of that. I'm going to show something else. Presented without comment. I believe I can fly.
I thought you were going to put up with no, Jerry Seinfeld. Woke didn't kill comedy from What's this? That's not the Guardian. What's the Granat?
Well, it's the Guardian, but mate, I gotta.
You got another version of it?
It's got that. Please, is not parody.
I don't know.
This has to be parody.
It's going to be the Babylon Bee is going to have a very tough time.
Exactly. I mean, I'm pretty convinced that's parody of the Guardian, but that's just the thing. It's like we have actually people going. I said earlier, we've got people going quiz.
It's going in my video.
Palestine is just the same as saying fucking Jews for Nazi Germany.
The stupid shit we've gotten from the Guardian is because the guy is trying to call it billionaire. He's got to be a billionaire, close to a billionaire. Jerry Seinfeld, one of the funniest people to ever live. Okay, great stand-up comedian, made one of the greatest sitcoms ever, and made a lot of fucking money. So some little twat from the Guardian's gonna go, actually, woke didn't kill comedy because things and stuff. And if you read the article, he doesn't like refute. It's genuinely retarded. And I love that Elon, they tried to roast Elon. Elon's like, yeah, you fuckers have to beg for money every time you put up an article.
Yeah. Yeah. Connor with a $5 says, if the studio trashes Crow fans for not liking it, that's going to be a shitstorm. The Crow is cult cinema royalty.
The first Crow movie is one of the greatest superhero comic book adaptations ever fucking made.
Great.
Brandon Lee was going to be a mega star. He'd still be a star today. It's so tragic. But
I know.
One of the best editing jobs ever done on a film. And one of the best directing jobs, one of the best fusions of image and music, and of course the Graham Neville score, along with the soundtrack, one of the best fucking soundtracks ever. It was a masterpiece, absolute masterpiece.
EJ Paladin has been a member for 21. Thank you. Quattrina VR with a $2 says Balante is making LA live action Scooby-Doo for Netflix. This is correct.
Scooby will be gay. I'm calling it right now.
They'll all be gay. It's Balante. It's all he fucking does.
Dude, what has Scooby-Doo done to these people? Why are so many people fucking with Scooby-Doo?
Anonymous has been a member for 31. Thank you very much.
Did the dog hump your mom's leg? What the fuck?
Maybe the dog didn't go to the peanut butter.
Jesus.
Matthew Hammond with a $5 says, was Harvey Weinstein the last Hollywood executive that understood film and watched the movies he financed?
Unfortunately, the answer to that is probably yes. As much of a fucking troglodyte demon that he was, he did like film and he could pick out good films, and he made Quentin Tarantino and helped make Quentin Tarantino and stuff like that. He also fucking
love him.
On the other hand, though, completely ruined the fucking Oscars because he was a fucking gangster. The dude was a gangster. I fully believe, just pure speculation based on nothing, that he's had people whacked. I fully believe it. Absolutely. You had fucking Meryl Streep calling him God and shit like that. So yeah, the guy was a criminal. Well, he's in fucking prison right now. So
no, I mean,
yeah, he is. Yeah, he ain't getting out because he got his New York charges. Now the LA charges might get overturned for the same reasons, but as far as I know, obviously not an attorney, although I've spent some time with them. Yeah, but the guy did know his fucking movies. Piece of shit, but he knew his movies.
427 Art Bach with a $10 says, while it's not the only motivating factor, the cultural vandalism from activist types is deliberate. Oh, very much so. Got to destroy the old culture to institute your new one. But there is no culture. There is no new culture. It's destruction of old culture to bring in nihilism. Tactics of Gramsci, Ask Arch or Sargon. Le Chevalier Delise with a 2 Canadian. Always preferred Felicia to MJ. Sacrilege, I know.
No, I mean, like, that was a good run. Like, the Felicia Spider-Man dynamic was interesting, but it was never going to last.
Bushin Ryu Cat with the $2 says eBay got a bid. for Arkham Origins PS3 Collector's Edition, $3. Do it. If you want to. Andrew Matthews with a £5 says, "As you do you think Gary would like Ronnie Barker's porridge?" Yes, I do.
What the fuck is that?
It's
some sexual thing?
70s, maybe early 80s, 70s, early 80s British comedy called Porridge with Ronnie Barker. It
might be on my
set in a prison. Porridge in the UK is slang for being in
Oh
prison.
yeah, somebody talked about that. Okay,
Yeah.
because I have a thumb drive filled with a bunch of old BBC shows.
Yeah.
Maybe it's on.
Yeah, I think you'd like it a lot. Goji the King with a $20 says, "I stopped watching Marvel movies after Iron Man 3. The travesty of what they did to the Mandarin and weak armor war garbage ruined the movies. Plus, they wrecked my favorite Silver Centurion armor and made it look like trash."
And Extremis, the storyline, it fucked that too. What carries that movie? By the way, that movie made a lot of money. Go look at the box office on that one. It's one of the highest grossing Marvel films because Robert Downey Jr. carried it.
Yep.
Absolutely carried it.
He carried Marvel. Him and Chris Evans, whether you like it or not, they both carried that.
Well, yeah, objectively, the best series within the MCU is Captain America. Has the best trilogy. Very underrated first film.
Very underrated first film.
Yeah.
Second and thirds are fantastic.
Yep.
Your Barmy with a $2 says, "Just like Seal was so important for Batman Forever. Kissed by Rose, iconic song."
Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. Like you think of that song when you think of the movie. Actually, that movie had a decent soundtrack.
It had a really good score from U2.
Like a good U2 song. Yeah, that sounded like a Bond
me,
theme.
Thrill me, bill me, heal me, and will me. Yeah,
turn me into a woke activist, and then kill me.
yeah.
I love that Henry Rollins.
The U2
Henry
score was
Rollins
great.
fucking hated Bono. Called him Bubble Butt Bono.
Zed with a 20 check says, "Little girl from Civil War is the lead of Alien." Oh my.
The little girl
in Civil War.
The little girl from I was thinking Marvel Civil War, and I was like, oh, the annoying little fucking girl from Civil War. Oh.
Ara with a $20 says, "I always liked you but last week I felt a bit more when you admitted your love of Madonna's Like a Prayer. I feel the same. Remember, it's not Gary if you wear a blindfold.
It's not Gary.
Two men
What the fuck,
celebrating
you?
each other's
It's gay. It's not gay.
Oh, it's not gay. It's not. I saw what I saw. Remember, it's not.
Just two men celebrating each other's
what
strength.
I saw.
I know. You see what you see a
saw
lot.
what
don't
I
you?
wanted to see.
You see what you see a lot.
Like a prayer banging tune. Thank you, man. Also, extra points for having Jellicoe as your avatar.
I've seen Madonna live.
Jellicoe
dude.
did nothing wrong.
Should I admit to that? I just did.
Sure.
I've seen Madonna live. I was with my wife. The guy who did her merchandise shopped at my comic shop. He also did Motley Crue and Madonna. So we got us free tickets, and it was like her last like listenable album before she turned into a fucking weird alien.
Was it
around
Frozen?
2000, early 2000s?
Was it Frozen? I like that album.
Early 2000s. She had like another hit again. It was right. And then it was this tour she tried to play fucking guitar on. And it's like, Jesus Christ.
Get out of it. Get out of it.
It was so but yeah.
RMF
Hey, dude, when Madonna first popped, dude, she was hot as hell. Like everybody in the 80s.
In the 80s, I was in love with Madonna.
Yeah, everybody loved Madonna.
Big time.
Yeah.
RMF with
music, but Madonna.
I was in love with the music and her. RMF with a €2 super sticker. Thank you, RMF. And maybe
Ray
it
of
was
Light or whatever.
Ray of Light was good. That was it.
Yeah, that's a
Ray
good
of Light.
song.
That was good. Yeah. Frozen, Ray of Light. They were good tunes. Joker's Disciple with a $5 says, "As Gary Hale can't stay long, got a bounty on my head for liking digital bunny bikinis gotta run. Endless wave of woke wannabe John Wicks after me.
I know, right? Oh, God.
Don't worry, they'll be out of breath in like 10 yards, mate. You'll be fine.
Yeah, they're not getting. Yeah, they get up one step and they're done. So.
Yeah.
They're not making it up that stairway.
I'm gonna write an angry tweet about you. Best name I can think of with the $2 is Bob's Unite the World. That's why Wokesters hate them. They cut them off. Mr. Tuckle Trunk was a member for 39. Short fat otakus. You can't be both edgy and safe. It's a must watch. Perfect explanation why they think Bear Love good, Stellar Blade bad, enlightening. Okay. David Harvey gifting a 10 memberships to the stream. David, thank you, sir. Faraway Finley with a membership for 24. Thank you, Faraway Finley. John Parson with a 24 as well. Twitch Woman is an OnlyFans model. Kel Surprise. Look at my shocked face. Bill Sotheby has been a member for 11. Yep, she's got an OnlyFans as well. Of course she has. Blimey, Charlie. Blimey, Charlie's more like you. Hairukami with a £5 says, inciting a crime is a crime, isn't it? Well, I mean, yes. I mean, by the letter of the law, that is a crime. But, well, that first guy, I can't remember what it's called, Tone Man, whatever. I would absolutely fucking report him to the police. 100% Portland piece of shit. Calioth with a $10. Hail, next round of plushies idea. Battle of Balrog. Dan Vask versus the Fellowship of Khazad-dûn. Stellar Blade's success reflects the failures of the message. Once a twat waffle, always a twat waffle. Amen.
Wise words.
Wise words to live by.
Yes.
Connor with a $5 says, anything can be for anyone, but nothing can be for everyone. Mantra of a rational human being.
Man, thank you, Connor. We're trying to preserve and save rational human beings.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how good we're doing, but I mean, that's kind of the bottom line. It's like, can you just be normal?
Normal. So you don't have to be complete, just a little bit.
Yeah, it's fine to be weird, but you can still be rational.
Yes.
I know a lot of very like Danica, met her a couple times. I can't say we're good friends, but like very weird girl, rational. She's actually pretty rational and weird. The good kind of weird. Yeah.
Dirus with a $5 says, this is outright calling for murder with monetary reward. The police should be involved with arrest and coming conviction. Yeah. Yeah, open your mouth. You want to say something like that? What is it, Gary? What do they say? Consequence culture.
It's consequence culture.
Consequence culture.
Oh
Consequence culture. Dark Hierophant with a $2 says, Tone Man paid itself 20 grand to disappear.
Can he write it off at least?
Yeah. Mind of the Warrior with a $20 says, I released a podcast and YouTube video on my channel today, specifically to educate the normies on how the culture war is being waged in video games and in entertainment media. Hail to the Fellowship. Well done.
Hey, you're going to get, look forward to the comments. There is no culture war.
There is no culture war.
That is just alt-right rhetoric. Why does it matter? Why do you care so much?
I mean, after all this is said after the fact, of course.
Oh, no. After the fact that they've changed practically every redhead to a black woman. They have a black Viking queen. Everybody's gay now. The doctor's a woman, and now it's a gay doctor for the third gay doctor in a row. But what does it matter?
You're just saying things.
We're always complaining about white mediocrity, but what does it matter? Why are you so concerned about white mediocrity? What does it matter?
What about black dog shit that's coming?
Capitalism. What does it matter?
Doctor Who.
Capitalism has made more communist money than any other system. What does it matter?
Shout out to Sam Piker. Jimmy Collins has been a member for 4. Gary's catchphrase. I have one of those. I just haven't even busted it open yet. Wow. No comment. Hydrofant with a $2 says, I don't want to play triple A's. I want to play with double D's. You boy. Defendo99 with a $10 says, AAA game studios are full of suit-wearing goons that don't care about games. Correct. And instead of being happy making a lot of money, they have to make all the money. What is it? A wise woman once said, the harder you clench your fist, the more starships slip between your fingers.
Yes. Princess Leia.
Mm.
So we used to call her in grade school before we got corrected. Okay. So Siege says at some point a pattern emerges. That's pretty much what all of our videos are, is pointing out the pattern, right? Where I'm not a scientist, wouldn't pretend to be, but scientific method is finding being able to replicate something. Now it's to the point of like, it is plain as day. And it might seem a little surprising, and it can be, that a lot of people are just catching on like in the last couple of weeks, but they're catching on. That's good. And hopefully we get a return to balance and common sense, because that's all
would be nice.
Would be nice.
Bo Hawk with a £2 says, y'all have more viewers now than Kotaku last week. Yeah, we had more people. I think at the time that we went through that, we had about 6,500 to 7,000 people watching. I think if you added up all of those Kotaku videos, it would come to roughly that. And that was live viewership and not the week, whatever. Fucking ridiculous.
Pattern recognition is illegal, Gary. Well, I mean,
Lego with a $20 says, hey, Az and Gamer Gary, I recently replayed Dragon Age Origins and the Witcher trilogy. It's amazing how good stories were in the past. What game stories do you look back to and think, why can't they write a story like that again?
Oh, Red Dead Redemption.
Doctor Who.
Well, yeah, I thought you were talking about games. Doctor Who, Twilight Zone, Star Trek, Star Wars, Marvel Comics, DC Comics, Image Comics. Look,
I still mourn the loss.
Fantasy novels.
I still mourn the loss of Duncan in Dragon Age. Duncan was a great character.
On breakfast cereal boxes.
The word women on a women's changing room door.
Yes. Playboy magazine. They just don't make them like they used to.
Mr. Hardcore Mode with a $5 says, this is why it's why I like the first Mr. and Mrs. Sexy and Deadly. New Mr. and Mrs. Smith was a joke.
Oh God, I didn't bother. Yeah, the first movie is.
Did anyone?
The movie's good. They did a series. They did a DEI.
Yeah.
Mr.
They
and Mrs.
just
Smith
changed them black.
Well, that's okay. So it was. Hey, let's remake this thing. Except this time, let's make them women. Hey, we're going to remake this thing, except this time, let's make them black. Now we're in the, hey, let's remake this thing, except this time, we're going to make them gay.
Gay, yeah. It's superficial.
It's all superficial.
And you probably, I didn't have no interest in watching it, Mr. Hardcore.
No.
Had no interest whatsoever.
I mean, I like that movie, but even if they kind of did it right, I probably wouldn't have interest in watching it, to be honest with you.
Horny Out for the $2 says, as was spot on, it was Scarlett Johansson's breasts. Of course. I know my titties.
Man, that is impressive.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Zemo Zen with a €25 says, a question for you both. I'm considering buying Doctor Who on Blu-ray. Only the original series. Don't care for the remake. Is it worth the money, or should I look for the Dover Does on eBay?
Well, I talked about this with Bulls Trek on his first live stream in 3 years a couple days ago. Yes, the quality is a little better. The extras are from the newer people, though. So it's nice. It's nice packaging. The packaging is nice. But
I think the answer is no, judging by
I
that.
think the answer is no. I think if you go on eBay and you find a collection of old DVDs with the older extras and it's complete, that would probably be the way. I have both, right? I have both. But you get those older DVDs with the older extras and stuff, that would be a better route because the quality isn't that much better on the Blu-ray. It's just not. Especially when I'm watching it in 125-inch, home theater screen. It ain't much better. It's just not. It's just not.
Chikara with a 20 Swedish says, can we see Belle? I miss her on streams. She's a cat. She does what the she wants. She's currently rolling. She's loving the new rug now downstairs.
Chikara wants to see her pussy.
Woodsy with a 10 says, my profile says 46 and I don't take a dicks. Is that clear?
Okay. I mean, that actually leads to something. Okay, so I'm going to give you that.
Okay. Declan Lyons with a 20 euro says, I don't usually buy merch, but I want a Schlurpo mug.
Ooh, a mug would be a really fucking good idea.
A Schlurpo story.
But we need to design what Schlurpo is. Like, you guys need to do that. You need to figure out what Schlurpo actually looks like.
Yeah, Schlurpo.
Well, I understand that, but
legalized adulthood with a $100. It seems that Az is wanted in Boobstown. Screams for the bankers as he dives into a pile of gold coins, Scrooge McDuck style. So it's going to go in a book because you said for the bankers, and we're going to have to wrap things up now. We're on the 3-hour mark, chat, but it's in the book. So I'm just gonna grab a couple. Gary's gonna finish a video. Mauler's working on his Fallout. So quickly, legalized adulthood gifting 20 memberships as well. Thank you so much indeed, dude. Darth Racer gifting 10 memberships. Darth Racer, thank you so much, dude. We got Missouri Breaks with a $22. Says, hail Az and Gary. You guys inspired me. Hollywood sucks. So I made my own movie. The trailer's on YouTube at Where Missouri Breaks. Hail the Fellowship. There you go.
What comic is this from?
Where?
Chat. What comic is this from, chat?
The Boys.
Oh, you're supposed to let the chat answer it.
Oh. It's The Boys.
I'm framing it. Well, I just got a cheap ass frame that works. But yeah.
There you go. There's Gary. Yeah, Gary. So he gave you the OG art.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Nice.
I have all the art that I was in.
Nice.
I have a bunch of boys art.
Rottweiler with a $40. I had to read this one. Had another self-ignition Tuesday, the 23rd in Anchorage, Alaska. Half a block from an FBI building. Absolutely no mention of it online, in the news, or police sources. I only know because I witnessed it. What? Why? Where? Cole Hauser. Shout out to Cole Hauser. I love Cole Hauser. Got some great toys. Thank you for upping your membership. D Breezy with a 10 says, sup. Gauntro Dim with a 16 says, Az. I know my Bobs. Also Az. That's the man. Love you, Az. Thank you. If you didn't get your super chat read out, we got Lit Devil as well. We got Lit Devil with a $5. Says, if you count the show a pup named Scooby-Doo, Scooby is a trust fund kid, so he's the perfect character to become a privileged checking communist. Exactly. There you go.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
The Scooby-Doo movie, the first one, is legit good. It's funny. The one by James
Scrappy is the villain.
Yeah. Because they had, oh, by the way, Mindy Kaling did that again in season 2. Scrappy's the fucking villain. Yeah, the first one was written by James Gunn.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
I liked it.
Right. Chat. There was only a couple more left, but I will smash through those on Sunday afternoon tea with Az if you didn't get your super chat read out.
I have a bunch of boys art. Gary, I have a bunch of boys art. I'm like, yeah, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah, it could have sounded. Phrasing, Gary. Phrasing. Before we go, sir, anything that you'd like to plug?
Oh.
Off from the plushies.
Plushies. We have a very check it. Not
I
as.
can-
Fuck
I
as
can-
is
All
plushie.
right, I put it alive.
Oi! No, dude,
Hey!
everybody's plushie. Buy everybody's plushie. That's cool. 300th. I'm working on a video that'll be out hopefully tomorrow or Thursday. I'll be on Will Kane show on Thursday, but the big deal is the 300th episode of Friday Night Hype.
Oh, who's the guest, Gary?
Well, Drinker is one of the guests.
Uh-huh.
We have another guest coming on.
Uh-huh.
First part of the show
Okay.
that you don't want to miss.
Oh, okay.
Just leave
Guess
it there.
I'll have to wait for the thumbnail.
You have to wait for the thumbnail, but you'll know.
You'll know.
You'll know.
I know.
I know you
But
know.
They don't know.
They don't know.
But I know.
I know you know.
Chat, please support your local friendly Real BBC creator or producer, host or producer. The plushie link is the pinned link in the comments, in the chat. Also, if you're watching this on video playback, I have put the link into the description box, top link in the description box. Please go and support the Real BBC with our line of plushies from Cthulhu Mauler to Peeping Tomaz to Gary of Rivia and Exit Girl Sidekick. Please go check him out on Makeship. There is 10 days left. We'll go into talks and we'll see if we can extend it another week or so after that. But there's approximately 10 days left. So please go check it out. Otherwise, tomorrow, hoping to get the MILF Manor video out. It might be tough, though, because it's going to be day one of the new bathroom. And that's going to go on for about 10 working days. But I will try to
10?
do something. Yeah.
Working days.
Right. Yeah. Right. It's not just a bathroom suite being installed.
Okay.
All the plumbing's being done.
Yeah,
all
yeah,
the fucking
Is it from
pipe work's
okay,
being done.
Okay.
It's the ceiling, the fucking floor, everything's getting. The
So they're
whole
just
thing is-
redoing the whole fucking room.
Yeah, it's just a
Okay,
new.
okay.
It's basically going to be a new room
That makes sense.
from top to finish.
I was like, they're throwing in a toilet and a shower. It's like, what?
No, I'm having to buy. Whatever,
Dude. Well, I think it took that long to do Melissa's like girly bathroom in our bedroom, but it's girled out. It is separate,
Mine's charcoal
solo
with black and
bathtub
white.
in the corner, fully tiled, and she could burn her fucking whatever chicks do, burn their candle and their incense while they read a vampire sex romance novel. I don't fucking whatever.
Awesome. So huge thank you to everyone who came to watch today. Mods, thank you so much indeed for giving up your free time. Everybody who super chatted, membered, remembered, and gifted memberships, thank you for supporting the channel. We'll be back next week over on Gary's channel. Until then, you take care. Goodbye, Blue Boo. Schlurpo.
Schlurpo.